What's up? I have no idea.
All right, boss, this is a battle of attrition. Eliminate all enemy forces.
Greetings, pilot. I am your rank champ. I am tracking your performance. Good luck.
I have no idea. I hit the wrong button. We're playing right now.
Don't let them win. It's been a really close fight so far, but the mission's far from over. Let's step it up and show the IMC what we can do.
Hey, your Titan's good to go. Call it when ready.
Rating increased. Nice.
No. Not yet. I'm about to get my time though.
Call it when ready.
Whew. That was a close one. Oh, we got in there. Squiddly diddly. Oh yeah, we got in there. Yes, we did.
Well done.
Alright, so, story time. This is the story of how a Robo, Machete, and Diamond saved the world.
Great job down there, boss.
Dun 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 dun. But what is it from? That is the question. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Well, it starts out on a nice warm evening, right? Now, all of us, we all have our own specialty, but we all come from different places. And how we meet is very fascinating as well, but we'll get to that to another time, because that's way later in like the 30th, 4000th century where we all meet and there's like guardians and cool aliens. It's crazy. But this is year 2000. So we're in the 21st century, right? We're gonna say this is year 2101. Okay? We're set on a task to save the world. But we didn't know at the time. No, we didn't. You know what we knew at the time? We knew nothing at the time. But one day, out of nowhere, we get this weird television prompt that says we have to evacuate. Now, we're all in our different places, right? So we're like, okay, that's weird. So everyone evacuates, everyone's panicking, right? It's crazy. It's mass mayhem. We're all leaving everything, everyone's taking very little. You know, people are getting left behind, people don't know what's going on, right? And now we're like, well, it came from like just a basic general news. Like, no one was talking, no one said anything, no one we knew or recognized was telling us that we needed to evacuate. Well, the problem was, in the news stations, they had no access to any of their stuff either. Everyone was getting hacked. So no one could broadcast anything but this one signal of everyone needs to evacuate. And no one says where to go either. Just saying, there's a warning, blah, blah, blah. Everyone needs to leave the city now. So, and every single person who has a TV is getting broadcasted on. Now, the weird part was, even the TVs that weren't turned on started working and turned on, and then, bam, playing this thing over and over and over again. non-stop. This is all we saw on TV forever. Like, there's nothing else. You change the channel, same thing. You change TVs, same thing. You couldn't switch the TV to play anything else. You couldn't play video games. There's nothing. You could not do literally anything. Yeah, TVs, technology, your phone. Oh, forget about your phone. The only thing it had on your screen was a text message, non-stop, over and over and over again, just telling you to evacuate. You need to evacuate. You need to evacuate, right? So you couldn't use your phone. Technology was done for. Any screen that was possible had this message on it, and that was connected to anything. If it was connected to the outlets, if it was connected to any electricity, oh yeah, you betcha you're getting that message. So that's the phenomenal part. You're like, whoa, who or what would have the technology and know-how of to doing this, right? Like, how do you do something like that? That's crazy. So everyone, we were like, oh, this must be legit then, right? Because it was everywhere. It looked like the national government was doing this. But it wasn't just in America. This was all over the world. This was in France, Europe, Russia, China, Japan, everywhere, Tokyo. We're talking about the Philippines, Russia, everywhere. Everywhere. Okay? Now, you think about that, okay, well, where are people going to evacuate to? That's what everyone was wondering. Once the chaos kind of settled down and everyone was like out the door, people were already gone, there was looting, rioting, you know, people were hunkering down like it was the end of days, like Fallout. Yeah, no one had no idea what was going on. Okay, so everyone just got all their stuff, they got all their families. Some people stayed, some people didn't go anywhere. A majority, I would say about 75% of everyone left. 75% of everyone left. Now, the thing was, even cops left their posts. They left their job. Instead of protecting the public like they're supposed to, they ended up leaving to go protect their own family because they got the messages too. Now, when some of the cops, some cops were on duty, right? And some of the military people were on duty, but a majority of them are off duty because there's so many cops, there's so many military people that they don't know. Unless you're next to your commanding officer or your lieutenant or something, you don't know what's really going on. And the only way to know is through technology. And no one could talk, no one could communicate to each other. There was no phones, there was no nothing. You could not use anything because it was only getting this one message of you need to evacuate. So this caused a big problem because a majority of the cops and majority of the military people who were trying to call in to be like, hey, what's going on? They couldn't do it because they couldn't reach, because all they were getting was this one message. Okay? So that caused a big problem. So majority of people left. So now you have maybe a quarter of the police force on duty who actually know what's going on. And they're trying, but they're getting overrun. You know, it's one cop per like billion people. And the real cops don't know what's going on either, so they can't even help out because they're trying to leave city too. And they can't get a hold of anyone unless you actually see someone. So a lot of the military people, they didn't come in for duty at all either because they were, off duty and they... Oh, hold on. So they were off duty, the military people, so they were all off, so we didn't have a military force. We had nothing. The one thing we relied on, which is our military to protect us and our cops, we didn't have it because they were all gone because we couldn't communicate to each other. We had to use smoke signals. Just kidding. No one knows how to do that. We're not freaking Indians, okay? Or back in the caveman days. No one knows how to do that. So, I'm just saying, bad times, it was rough, and no way to communicate. So I'm with my family, right? We're taking them down, and I got my swords, I got my machetes, I'm coming in, and this is my backstory, okay? I come from poor family from Albuquerque. I was playing out in the desert one day, and I found this awesome machete, right? But it had like this sticky stuff on it. I didn't know what it was, and it was like green, and it was all over it. And as soon as I picked it up, it kind of like it attached to my skin, like the stuff got on me, and it started like coming up my arm, and then it came all over into me, and it was like, blah, and then I like. Bam, I was out for 3 days. I was in the sun. I woke up, I was so tan, but you know, I was young. I didn't know. So I just woke up, and I came back home, and Mom was like, "Where have you been?" And I was like, "Oh, I was just at my friend's." And she was like, "Oh, well, next time let me know." And I'm like, "Okay." And so I took the machete home with me, right? And I kept it on there. And I woke up, you know, and I was feeling powerful and different and faster. And I was testing it out, and my friends were like, "Hey man, you look buff and like awesome and tan." It's like, "Have you been working out?" And I was like, "No man, I saw this machete and I picked it up, and you know, it just, I don't know what happened. It was in the desert." So I went back there to show him, and all we saw was, he was like, "Dude, you know where you were, right?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "You were in Area 51 in the backyard, man. How did you get back there? You can't even get back there anymore." I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I was just, it was late at night. I couldn't really see where I was going, and I just happened to find this machete, and it had like this stuff on it." Lo and behold, that stuff was toxic waste. Yeah. So what ends up happening? We were like, "You know what? I'm gonna try and find." Oh, he shot me again. Dang it. So we're like, "Man, maybe you turned into like Spider-Man or something." And I was like, "I didn't get bit by a spider, yo." I was like, "I just picked up this machete, it stuck to me, and now I'm freaking awesome." He was like, "Well, let's test it out, right?" So we were trying all this stuff, and I was definitely a lot faster, strong, like super powerful. It was awesome, right? Oh, trust me, don't worry. So I'm coming in here, and I'm like, "Wata!" And for some reason, I always, like, this machete was always around me. Like, everywhere I go, I either unconsciously picked it up and carried it around, or it would somehow, like, appear out of nowhere, like, perfectly for me, in, like, the perfect time. You know, and so I was in school one time, and you know, all the girls started liking me, of course, you know, because I was tan, I was buff, I was just more confident, you know. My hair was all wavy and like always flowing in the wind like a movie star. So, you know, I was the top dog at this time, and before you know, I was just normal dude. So, unfortunately, this gets me in a lot of trouble with the guys, because all the girls are leaving their guys to come just hang out with me. I'm not even dating them. They just want to be my friend. And because they're leaving their boyfriends to come hang out with me, that gets them jealous. And of course, you know, guys don't like that, so what do? They start trying to punk me. Well, I'm smarter now because of this stuff. I'm a lot smarter. And thankfully, I'm quick-witted. So I diffuse the situation by talking to them, by just outwitting them, you know, because I'm so much smarter that it's like unfair for me to even have a conversation with these guys. Like, that's how smart I got because of this stuff. So then, at one point, I get cornered, right? We're at a football game in high school, and there's a ton of kids, right? And of course, I come with my normal entourage, which is like 10 girls and a couple of my close friends, you know, and they're all the hot ones, of course, and some not, you know, we got all flavors of life. I don't judge. And unfortunately, all the boyfriends decided to create this like super league of evil exes type of deal or something, and just hated on me, just hated. So after the game, you know, I'm with all the girls, and I'm not even dating anyone. That's the thing, you know, like I'm just soloing it out, because I'm just trying to figure out my superpowers right now. I'm just learning, I'm growing. I don't even care about girls. I'm just, you know what I mean? So these guys cornered me at the end, and I was like, okay, let's test it out. And by that time, I knew jiu-jitsu. You know, I did know some stuff, so I knew how to take care of myself. But what I didn't know was that this stuff made me faster and smarter. So everything I watched, I retained instantaneously. So if I watched something, you know, on TV about a cool martial arts fight, oh, you betcha, I knew it. So what happens? Boom, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z. oh, I didn't think about this. What about, yeah, what about that? So I'm coming into this fight, and they're like, bro, we're all sick at this. Boom. They take out their knives, and I'm like, oh, 1 against 20, huh? That doesn't seem like a fair fight. And I got so angry. I don't know what came over me. And all of a sudden, I go, ah, and I start powering up, and the ground starts shaking, and my hair starts turning yellow, and it starts standing up on its end. I don't know what's going on. I'm turning yellow. I got this glow around me that's crazy. No one can touch me. It's on fire, and I'm just firing it up, and they're all getting weird. They're like, what the heck? And all of a sudden my machete comes up, and then another machete, and then they dual wield glowing Super Saiyan machete and his machetes. So they left me alone. I didn't have to do anything because that just scared the pee out of them. I'm not kidding. They scared the living pee out of them. They peed their pants. They were humiliated. They're like, we're not worthy. They became my best friends actually after that. They became some of my closest friends. So they had my back. Let's just put it that way. They had my back. All right, they had my back. I mean, later. It took a little bit. You know, they all apologized. You know, they're like, you know, we understood that you're not dating any of the girls. You're just friends with them. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, I'm not doing anything. They came to me just because I'm cool. I just want peace, love, and harmony, man. And they didn't understand that. But I showed them. I showed them the ways. And so that's how I got my nickname, Machete, right? Okay. So then, that's my superpowers. But not many people knew that. So I'm evacuating, right? I'm evacuating, and luckily, you know, we're okay. I already had my bunker set up in the mountains, or safe getaway, because I'm smart like that, so I think about stuff like that. So we already, you know, planned for it, and we were coming out, but we got a flat tire on our car, and you know, it's nothing fancy. And so all of a sudden, yeah, come on in, D-Loom, come on in. Here's my gamer tag. Send me a message on Xbox One, and I'll get you in here. Boom, I'm getting shut up. So anyways, so we're, you know, stuck in traffic. It's crazy. We got a flat tire. We can't move. No one's stopping for us, by the way. No one's stopping for us. You know, we're on the side of the road, like, I don't know what to do. I mean, I do know what to do because I'm that smart. But we were just kind of trapped. There's options were going dwindling. You know, we didn't know what was going on. People started to get angry with everything because they didn't know what was going on. They were leaving their friends, family. They were leaving, you know, what they knew, and no one likes that. No one likes that. So people started getting angry at us because we were blocking traffic because we couldn't move. And so I had to, you know, diffuse a couple situations and stuff, and then they started threatening my family, and I was like, oh no, we can't do this. And it was starting to get too overwhelming, and then out of the blue. So we're on the freeway, right? But what we didn't know is we were right next to a train. Yeah, we didn't know this. And so here comes this train. Chugga 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 choo choo. And on top of this train is my good pal Diamond and his magical train. It shows up in need everywhere. So he shows up. Oh, this ain't no just normal train. This is a magical train. This train has every necessity needed for something similar to this situation. And that's why that's why he has this train, is for these situations. Just in case something like this would happen. And he saw us in need, and it just happened to be right by us, and he saw us down the road. He saw us. He saw that I had to, like, you know, I was almost having this Super Saiyan real quick, but I didn't have to because he came with his train and it diffused the situation. He was like, I can only take some of you, you know, a handful of you, this handful, but Machete, I want you to be one of those with your family. Come on board. And you saved us. You did. You saved us. We got our stuff. You know, we got out of that bad situation. We took, you know, some of, you know, those people with us, even that they were mad at us. You know, I was like, you know, I want these people to come because they're suffering, you know, just as bad as we are. And who are we compared to these people? You know, even though I was a lot better and more important. But no one knew it at the time. But I did. So I was like, you know, thanks. And obviously Diamond, he knew it. He knew it right away because he could, He could sense it. He came. He came. He just knew. He was on top. What's up, big fatty? I'm just telling this awesome story real quick. So he came on the train. He's just holding the rails. Just holding it right there. Just on top of this golden train. Just wah, coming in hot. And then he saw us way in the distance because he's on top of the train, so you can see a lot further. And he was like, "Stop the train! Chugga chugga!" And the whole way it's like, you know, that horrible noise, right? And it stops right where we are, because we're in the middle, and we're like, shoot, I gotta stop these people. I got my machete, right? I'm like, back up, ching ching, ching ching. And they're all like, what? We got our guns too. I'm like, don't matter. I can block bullets. So unfortunately, they didn't have to. They didn't have to. Okay, luckily. So that was pretty good. If you guys want to come in and play, Big Fatty Big, you want to come in and play? D-Loon, did you send me a message on Xbox so I can get you in here? So anyways, I got my machete. I got my family behind me. I'm like, hey. And then there he is, Diamond and his magical train. I was like, help us. Help us. They're attacking us. Our car's broken down. We don't know where to go. We don't know what's going on. These guys are trying to get us. Can you help us, good sir? And he was like, Machete, it will be my honor. And you came down and all these. You can't play yet, dude? Okay. Well, let me know when you are. We'll be playing Titanfall for a few hours. So let me know when you do. So they all came in. They all surrounded us, his little mini army, right? Which was just a tiny militia of his friends. Yep, not yet. So then he protects us. We all get on there. We get on. So now we're on this train, right? We're all in our nice, cozy things. We got ammo. We got guns. We got all sorts of. We got water, health. And he's like, I'm like, so Diamond, you know, we're in the front on the train. We're on top of the train. We're just chilling, you know, tossing back a cold one, you know, a cold Dr. Pepper, because there's not many left now. They don't make them. I did add you on there. Is your gamer tag Big Fatty Big? Because that's mine. Let me know, and then I'll add you. So we're on top, tossing back a cold Dr. Pepper, riding the magical train of Diamond, and he's telling me his story, how he came, you know, and how he came up from this small town in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, in the desert, and this train would always come by, and eventually the train stopped, but for him, it's the same. Okay, I'll add you right now. Hold on. Okay, okay. I got it. Boom, I got it, Big Fatty Big. Yep, I got you. I should be on top. What, top 5? I saw that on your you better tell me before the end of his. All right, so let's play some Titanfall. We're going to play some campaign so we can just get the story going. No, you're not Robo, but you're coming in. You're different, Robo. You're different. So, we're on this train, right? And we're coming, and I'm like, "Hey man, where are we going?" He's like, "I don't really know. We can't use any technology because all it's saying is evacuate, go to the nearest safe spot." Well, there were no safe spots. Like, everyone got this message throughout the whole world on every single device. You could not use technology. So boom, there it is. Then we're going out of nowhere. We're like, I don't know where to go. He's asking me. I don't know. And then we're telling each other's backstories. You know, I tell him about my machete and how I got in this liquid ooze in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in Area 51, and it made me super sane and all powerful and smarter and everything better, right? And then he was telling me, man, I grew up in Pennsylvania. You know, I was dirt poor. It's just me and my dad and his girlfriend, and it's in Pennsylvania, desert, nothing around, but we had train. We lived right next to the train tracks, and it was like a train town type of desert cowboy area. And you know, I had my horse and stuff, and I would go into town, and this train, I'd always race this train, and I started studying it and stuff like that, and I was like, man, I bet I can make this awesome train, because there's nothing else around for him to do besides watch these trains. So he became a train enthusiast. Really, he became a train entrepreneur, and he had all these plans on making this awesome train. Well, one day he was coming in hot. He was racing this train, and this train he'd never seen before. It was all black. It was an all black stealth train, and he was right next to it, and he could hear it, and he could see some of it, but it was invisible. You couldn't see anything. And all of a sudden, thanks Big Fatty B for the host. I appreciate it. He's hosting me, buddy. If you guys haven't seen, we're gonna play with him pretty soon, so I'll let you know. Anyway, so this train coming in, lo and behold, thanks to this doofus grunt who didn't tie down and secure the cargo, this one of the cargo got loose, and it fell, right in front of his horse, and it broke open, and all this stuff got over everywhere, and so the horse flew, and he flew, train, and he landed in the stuff, right? So he wakes up like a week later, right? He doesn't know what's going on. He's all tan, right? Because he's been in the sun. He's like burnt tan though, because it takes a while, and he doesn't know what's going on, but he feels different. Feels smarter, like something special is different, but he has no one to talk to really. You know, his dad's working all the time, his girlfriend's just drinking all the time, using their money, and he's alone because all he had was his horse. And now that his horse is dead, he has no one. So now he's like, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? So he tries out powers. He's like, man, that'd be cool if I could do this, and he noticed things were different. So he's coming around and he sees the train all the time. He still loves trains. He's like, you know what? I want to catch one of those trains and I want to go on an adventure. I want to go live my life. I can't be here my whole life living in desert Pennsylvania. No. So what he does is he has this idea. He takes his train plans of his plane, like his perfect plans for a train. That's not easy to say. And he runs. He takes him in a backpack and he runs after this train, right? And it's this military plane or military train that is coming around, and he can't see it, but he knows it's there, and his plan is to hijack it. Well, one thing that's different about this is no one's on this train. It's fully automatic, run by robots. And all this train does is just go back and forth, and it's meant for secret military transport, right? And it can go through other trains. So it can use any train track in the system, and it can even create its own trains and go off track if it needs to. But it's still kind of a train, which is really cool. It's like a new caravan type of thing. And so it's coming around, and he's running. He hears it. He takes a head start. He's running as fast as he can. All of a sudden, he gets into like second gear, and then third gear, and then fourth gear, and then Forrest Gump gear, and he's running for this train. He makes it. He jumps on this train that he has no idea what it is, gets in there, finds out it's all automatic, and that is how he creates Diamond and the Magical Train. So we're on top of this train, right? And we're talking about this. So he's coming, right? He's coming. So we're coming, and we're like, man, we need more people, because in order to restart and build a city, like, this is who we need. And I was like, we need someone who's smart with like robots and mechanics and, you know, genetic stuff and things that can keep this train going, right? All right, we'll see you later. You can catch this on YouTube and on past broadcasts though. So we're coming along, and the train, we don't know what happens with the train. Something happens, crash, boom, bam! We're like, uh-oh, what was that? Right? We don't know what it is. We have no idea. The train stopped working. We're dead stuck in the tracks. Don't know what's going on. You know, and there's people right next to us because we crashed right next to the freeway again. And this guy was like checking us out, and you couldn't really see it, but you could definitely hear a train because it's, you know, magical. And he's like, hey, that's a train. He's like, is that the T-140? And out pops Diamond. He's like, why, yes it is, but modified. I had my own stuff on it, blah blah blah. I customized it. It's super, you know, awesome nowadays. And he was like, hey, well, what's the problem? Like, why are you stopped? He's like, oh, we don't know. Something happened to it. And he was like, well, do you mind if I take a look? We're like, sure. Who's this guy, right? So he took a look at it. We're like, why not? You know, anything can happen. We let him take a look at it. Lo and behold, he fixed it. He was like, oh, you have a problem with your hyperbolic chamber and your mass overdrive. We're like, whoa, that's awesome. He was like, what else can you do? What's up, Cultivax? Yeah, come on in. Go ahead and add me on Xbox One, send me a message, and then we'll get you in here. We're playing with a couple people. So anyways, so we're on this train, right? And we stop and we pick up this guy who fixes the train. We're like, hey man, what's your name? He's like, my name is Robo Gaming, but you can call me Robo. I was like, right. I was like, right on. I was like, my name's Machete, and this is Diamond. He's like, and then you're all like, what's up, man? We're like, oh, it's so cool. This is exactly who we need. So he gets on the train and we start talking to him. And then that's when we find out about Robo. Well, Robo, incidentally, had a very similar story to ours, but a little bit different. See, this guy was super smart from birth. He was one of the prodigy kids. Now, there's a secret study done in a military lab to see if, from birth, if you can create, by genetics, the ultimate kid. The ultimate kid, right? So, from birth, they have everything necessary to be the next president or the next, you know, whoever. They wanted to make the next Albert Einstein and see if they could literally make one instead of under all the right circumstances, all the right money, genetics, everything, right? But all natural. This was the key. It was all natural. So they did this mass search and found these two people who were already, it just so happened to be married, right? And they already just so happened to have a kid. So that was nuts. Here comes this prodigy kid that they picked up, they found it, and then what did they do? They took him, but they kept him safe. They took care of him, they sent him to all the nice schools, you know, and what was his thing? Robots. He loved robots. Anything that had to do with mechanics and robots. Now, this was unfortunate for him because although he was not an athlete like I was, or like, you know, like Diamond was, but he was just way smarter than us. We were smart, you know, we were toxic ooze smart. So he was just smart from birth, just natural, and it was just different kind of smarts, you know, and he just picked it up so easily. But because this super hack where all the technology is now down, and if you turn it on, all you get is this annoying message over and over again saying you need to evacuate to the safe spot, and everyone was getting this, right? Everyone was getting this all across the world. So he's telling me his backstory, how all this happened and how he's so smart and how he created ghosts and stuff like that. And for Guardians later on, but that's a different story. That's way later. But yeah, he eventually, it was nuts. It was nuts. So we meet him, and we're all three. We're like, oh, cool. So now we're all three on top of this train. He meets Diamond. Diamond meets Robo. We're like, sweet, we got this train. We're going. And then we're coming around to this spot. Now, this train was on autopilot, and then it was going to this spot once it got activated. Well, it got activated. We didn't know about it. It got activated. We ended up going to this spot, and unfortunately, this spot was invisible. Like, it was like in a mountain. So we're coming in, and we're like, we're going to crash in this mountain. Turn, and we couldn't do anything. Boom. All of a sudden, the mountain opens up. We slide right into the mountain. Now we're like, where are we? Everyone's gone. Everyone. There's not one person in there. So we're walking around, right? And then all of a sudden, we see this room. And this room has a blinking red light. And we're like, I wonder what that is. And we go into this room, and all of a sudden, we see the message on all these things. And on the keyboard, it says, everyone evacuate, go to the safe spot. And then Robo's like, I can fix this. This is where the signal's coming from, because we were in the mountain, and on top of the mountain, it could broadcast everywhere. And so we get in there. Robo's like, I got this. Well, we set off a trap. It was a trap for anyone. All of a sudden, people start coming in. We're like, no. So Robo and his magical train, all those guys get out, and they start protecting the train. They're on lockdown. They're shooting bullets, rockets, 50 cals, missiles, everything at it. They're perfectly fine, but we are three left outside the train now, and it's surrounded by these contract people who are with these hackers who did this, and they're fine in their bunker. They're fine in their bunker, but what about all of us, huh? What about all of us? So us three, we're out there. Robo's working on it. He's like trying to like snap these wires together and splice them while he's taking fire. And I'm out there, and all my hair's glowing yellow, and I'm turning purple, and I'm going Super Saiyan, and all of a sudden I'm floating off the ground like, and then they're like, what? And then all of a sudden, boom! Boom! Double machetes! And I'm going tornado style. Machetes all over the place. I'm taking them out. I'm blocking bullets with them. I'm going Kameya, Maya, boom! Down this hallway, they're all going down. And then you got Diamond, and he's doing his super thing. He's like, he learned some crazy kung fu martial arts, some next level ninja stuff. He's taking out 20 guys in like seconds, and I'm all like, Kamehameha, boom, right? So he's taking them out, I'm taking them out. We're trying to protect Robo splicing it together, boom. Oh no, Machete's down. What? Someone hit him with some kryptonite, and it stopped his Super Saiyan. So now he's just normal, regular, super awesome Machete, not Super Saiyan Machete. So instead of taking out, 20 guys at once, I'm taking out like 5 guys. I'm like, oh, and I'm sweating. I'm like, oh shoot, I can keep going though. I'm saving them. Boom! I get shot once, right in my arm. Oh, I'm still going though. I'm bleeding, but I'm bleeding purple. I know. I was like, this is the first time I've ever seen my blood actually. It was purple. Thanks for the follow, by the way. So then Robo's like, it's almost done. Boom. He's like, I'm gonna set it to explode. Countdown's in 20. And I'm like, okay, give us 20 seconds. And then Diamond's in the other corner. He's coming in hot. We don't know what's going on with him. He's lost. He might be down. We don't know. He got lost in all these guys. He's taking them down left and right. We can't get a hold of him. All of a sudden, Robo's like, the transmission's broke. We got through. Bam. First thing, the White House comes on everywhere with the giant news reports. No one leave. It's been a mistake. We got hacked. He broadcast it everywhere. He's on the phone. He's calling world leaders. Don't send your nukes. It's not us. Nukes are in the air. Every Russia. Boom, boom, boom. Because they're all manual. Nukes are done manually, so they don't need to worry about technology. Sure enough, boom, 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 nukes are in the air. No one knows this, by the way. No one knows this except for us in this room and the guys who launched the nukes. And we're like, we gotta stop these nukes. But we're stuck in these contractings, and they're killing us. And they're, bam, I get shot again in my leg. Oh no, I can't do my spinning machete axe dual wield. I'm going down. Boom! Diamond takes a hit. He gets, boom! Blasts out of the crowd. Blasts out of the crowd. The dust settles. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I get my Super Saiyans back. Because the guy who had the kryptonite ended up dying. Thanks to Diamond. So I get my Super Saiyans back. And Robo looks at me. Phew, Machete! And I look at him. Robo! He looks at me and goes, you gotta get the nukes! I'm like, on it. Boom! Ah! I take off through the roof, through the mountain, blast a hole straight through it. I'm taking off. I'm in the atmosphere at this point. I'm looking at all these nukes all over the world. They're flying all over the place to every single one. I'm like, no. And all of a sudden, I'm flying in. Choo! Laser that one, hit that one. Boom, boom. I'm taking all these nukes out. Robo's trying to get, he broke the signal. Now he's trying to self-detonate the rest of them. I can't get to all the nukes at the same time. I'm just one person. Diamond's still taking on the guys in the office trying to protect Robo. You know, I just left him and he's out of the dust. You know, yeah, there's less of them, but he's still taking them on. He's like, wata, boo, 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 boom, king. Caught a bullet with his teeth. Saved Robo. Robo was this close to dying. But he caught it. He was like, whoa, no! And Robo was right here. His head was right here. Robo's all like, whoa, thanks, man. He's like, keep working. He's like, right. He's working. He got it. He broke in the code. He's like, Machete. I'm like, what's up? Pow, pow. I'm killing all these nukes, but there's too many of them. Pow, pow. I saved most of them, right? I saved the ones that are really close. He's like, get out of there. I'm self-detonating them. I'm like, Roger, I'm out. So I go, boom. I go back to where he was in the mountain to help Diamond keep protecting Robo, so that way Robo can do what he does. Boom, I come back in, right? I'm saving them. Boom. I take them all out with my Kamehameha. They had no idea. Everything's done. Our family's safe. They're all done. It was a supernova bomb. It was nuts. It was nuts. So we're coming in hot. Robo's like, dee-doo, dee-doo. He was like, Diamond, I need you to turn on the manual power. It's underneath, but it's full of water. Can you do it? He was like, I'll get it done. And he's coming in there. And I'm shot, by the way. I'm shot. So I'm bleeding in my arm and in my leg. I can't do much. He's like, Machete, there is Bovin dog. Come on in. We got another people coming in too. So he's like, Machete, when I tell you, when he turns on the switch, I need you to hit this red button. I gotta go to the antenna on top of the mountain and fix it to broadcast a better signal to make sure they all blow up. He was like, when I say go and he turns on the power, hit this button. And I was like, got it, right? So transmission's done. Everyone's starting to realize what's going on right now. They're like, sorry, I gotta get people. Ooh, this story's getting intense. We all know what we want to do, right? We all know what we need to do. We all know what we have to do. Giants, you coming in here? Call, I got you in here. Okay, so we're coming in. Come on in. So, I'm here at the desk. I'm bleeding out. I'm like, oh, I gotta stay awake to save the world. And I'm watching on TV newscast after newscast. The White House, Russia, China, Japan, Australia, South America, Africa, everyone saying, calm down, we got hacked, go back to normal, it's okay, stop looting. Police got in contact with other police, they started forming better police. The military came back, they started taking over again, they started maintaining order again, back to what it was, right? They're like, it's a mistake, so I'm here watching all this, and people were dying, people were getting shot over stupidness for no reason. It was ridiculous, right? Finally, some good people came. You know, I met some cool people. Now, Diamond has this hard task. He has to go underwater to turn on the power, unfortunately. Okay? Oh, he left. Okay, well, I thought he was going to come, but oh well. So, anyways, so he's going under the water. Choo, 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 choo. Little did he know, they were working on some scientific experimental project on these man-eating fish that they hid down there to purposely protect the power from being turned on and off. So he's coming in there, and he didn't know that. So he's really smart, though. He's really smart. So he came in there. He went to his train. He got his awesome stuff. Boom, boom. Got it. Attached it to his light, right? Let's get you in here, cheese. Bam, right there. Nope. Okay. Let's go. Alright. Gotta get this back up and... Come on, mate. So we're going in there. He takes his stuff, right? And he's like, man, what am I gonna do? These are man-eating fish. Because they started biting him. Oh, you're coming... Give me... Okay, we'll do it after this match. Come in, Giants. So he finds out they're man-eating, they're monster fish. And he's like, I'm monster too. So what does he do? He brings out his robots from Robo that he made from the train. And these robots can go underwater, and they're like heat-sinking missiles that just, boom, they pierce the fish, and then they float it back up to the water, so that way he made it so we can go fishing. Essentially, it's efficient fishing with robots. That was not easy to say. So what we does is we go to a lake, and he throws all these different robots in, and they go find a fish, and obviously they try to find the biggest fish possible, but they go to fish, they spear it, and then they float up to the top, and then all you have to do is go in a canoe and pick up the fish, and it's fresh. It just has one skewer right in the middle. It's done, and you pick it up, put it in your boat, and you just boom, kill it right there. It's super easy, right? So he took these from the boat, and he was smart. He was like, I remember these. Threw them all in there, boom, boom, boom. All the fish died. Just swam in there. It was like 2 stories deep. He could do it, though. He's going in, swimming down. He's like, okay, where's the power? But he didn't know they had an electric eel. See, the difference is that these robots can only take fish that are so big and can only see so far. And once they got a fish, that's like a one and done thing. So you only have so many robots. Well, he still had this last one. So what did he do? He saw the power, he saw the eel, and he held the power. And as soon as the eel came out to bite him, he grabbed the eel and squeezed it, and it electrocuted through the eel, threw himself into the power. The power turned on. As soon as the power turned on, Robo was up there. Now, Robo's on top of this tower, you know, and he's on top of the mountain. He's struggling. He's like, Now, he's not the physically athlete one, but I was injured, so I couldn't do it. He's like, I'll do it. And I was like, you're a brave man, but can you do it? It's a big mountain. And then you got to climb a 30-foot tower to the top of this to fix your antenna. He was like, I'll figure it out. I was like, all right, buddy, let me give you some help. So I held onto his shoulder, and I went, humna, 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 and I gave him some of my Super Saiyan powers to give him a little bit better legs to help him. But he only lasts so much. So he's going. He's like, man, I'm feeling great. I've never felt like this before. He's like, I wonder if this is how Machete feels. This is awesome. Look at me go. Look at that rock. Hey, look at that snake over there. Oh, watch out for the snake. Oh, man, this is a really big mountain. Man, I didn't know how big this mountain was. This is a lot. Whew. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Whew. Let me just take a. Oh, nope, I got it. Second win. All right, let's go. Dun 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 dun. We're coming up the mountain. Almost there. Here we go. We're gonna climb the mountain. Man, I'm really high up here. I didn't know this mountain looked a lot smaller farther away. Oh, help me! Boom. He made it. He's crawling. He's low crawling. He's like, I got this. All of a sudden, he reaches the bottom of the tower. Now, the bottom of the tower is wrapped by an electric fence. Now, the power's off. He was supposed to make it over the electric fence before Diamond turned on the power. Whoops. So he's climbing up the fence. He's like, oh, good. He tests it. He's fine, right? Doesn't hurt him. And then he's like, okay, I'm good. So he starts climbing up this fence. Boom! That's when the power turns on. Boy, did I feel bad. Because later, we didn't know about this at that point. We didn't know about it until later. So, yeah, let's just say we felt pretty bad. Because he came back, and the reason how we know is I just got meleeed. The reason why I know is he came back and his hands were blistered from holding on to the fence, where he got shocked and thrown 20 feet back down the mountain after rolling even more. But he was like, it helped because it helped the Super Saiyan powers that I gave him actually got electrified and connected with the tissues in his body and actually was permanent. So he actually became semi like me through infusion just based on the electricity when he got hit through the electricity that he was fine from the fence. So he's coming up there. He was like, man, as soon as I got up, I sprinted up that thing. I jumped over the fence, he said. He jumped over the fence, scaled the tower, fixed the antenna. I smashed the button. Boom, 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 boom. Silence. That was the day that Machete, Diamond, and Robo saved the planet from total destruction. From self-destruction, mind you. Not just from someone else, not from an alien, but from a private contractor group with military training and had hacking abilities to take over every single piece of technology possible. If it wasn't for these guys at these specific moments that brought them together to save the world, we'd all be dead. And that is how it happened. What do you think about that? Me too. Not really. I haven't killed one yet. Woo! What a story! That was nuts. Bravo, if I do say so myself. Bravo. Man, that was crazy. What a man, Robo coming in hot, and then Diamond saving us. That was nuts. And then I got shot. How come I'm always the one getting shot? What's up with that? But it happens, you know? It happens. Woo! So stay tuned for more when we have Robo, Cheese, and Bovin in the next episode of I don't know yet, but I just killed the MVP. What? We are listening to Christmas music, by the way. And if you don't like that, then we can't be friends. Because I love Christmas music no matter what time it is. What time? Everyone's like, Oh, you're doing this? Oh, you're doing that? Oh, Christmas music? Turn it off! And I'm like, no! I don't want to turn it off. So, nope. What's up, Giants? You riding on top of me? Giants, can you talk? What's up? Giants! Dropped us. Sanda is a great big front load. Nice.
Let's take evasive action. Increased. Nice.
Woo! I got out there by the skin of my teeth. That was so crazy. So crazy. Alright. I need to get out of here. Boom! Get out of here. Oh, nice, Bovin. Triple threat.
Way ahead of the IMC. We're only partway through the mission.
That's what's
Know
up.
what you're doing.
Where the heck? Ah! He was down below. I got messed up by that one. Shoot. I'm gonna use map hack. That one's way better. It's not a private party. It's why do you keep saying that? It's not private.
Hey, your Titan will be ready in 60 seconds.
Ow! Ow! Out of here.
Be advised, Titan ready in 30 seconds.
Woo!
Titan ready in 15.
I told you, Giants. Alright. 1950. Nope, it's 2150. The year is 2150. We're in New York. It's Old Town.
Hey, your Titan's good to
It's
go.
raining.
Call it when ready.
And it's very cloudy. You can't see much. But you know there's crime out there. Oh, I just died. I just added you, Giants. Can you talk? Are you talking? Giants! 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 Robo! Why aren't you guys talking? They're not saying anything. Oh, there you are. Alright, so the year's 2150, New York, it's raining. We're on the docks. There's three shadowy figures at the end of the dock. I pull up, because I'm in my car.
Go ahead, boss.
I'm waiting for three people to meet.
Let 'em now.
Now these three people are going to give me something that I want really badly.
There's no way we're
And if they don't give it to me, a lot of bad things are going to happen to them. However, if they do give it to them, then everything will go smooth. Now what's the difference is that the thing they're about to give me, the only thing they want is me after. Ooh, after. Now I walk up to these guys. I say, "Hey, are you the guys?" They go, "Yo, are you the guys?"
Our target has been
Like,
eliminated.
"Maybe. Are you the guys?"
Offensive Titan
like,
is attacking your target.
"Maybe."
all right.
Who's asking?
Got what we
Are
came
you the guy?
Awesome work, team.
And I was like, "I'm the
Well done,
guy."
guys. The
Like,
IMC
good.
attempted to escape by drop
I'm
shipping,
gonna
but
need
marked
you
their
right here.
tracks.
Ooh, I just killed him. He
Don't
was
let
like
them get
midair.
away.
Come with us. And I was like, "Where's the stuff?" They said, "Come with us." I was like, all right, whatever. I don't trust these guys, but I'm gonna go with them because they don't know what I know, and what I know is something that they don't know.
The IMC are trying to escape my dropship. I've marked their
I know, you
Take
know.
them out before they get away.
So, coming up, going into the car. What happens? They pull a gun out.
The enemy dropship is
I said,
arrived.
what's this?
Destroy it before
They
get
said,
away.
it's for your protection and ours. I said, yeah, whatever. Get over it, mate. I know, right? That's what I said. I was like, what are you guys talking about? They're like, give it to them. Boom! I take a shot. Boom! I pass out. I'm out. I'm out cold. I don't know what's going on right now. Okay? They just stabbed me with some stuff. They dump me out. I wake up and I'm in this field, in this cornfield. And I'm just like, oh, what's going on? Where am I? Is this corn? This is corn. And I was like, oh, what was the last thing I remember as I'm eating on some corn? I'm like, and then I feel my leg. I'm like, oh, ow. I look, bam. There's a hole where they shot me. Like, they didn't shoot me with a gun. They shot me with a needle and some stuff in it. And I'm like, oh, man, I got to go check that out. So I get up, and I'm just like, doon, 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 boom. All of a sudden, I'm in my bed. What? I was like, I'm like under the covers, and I'm like, how the heck did I get here? I was just in a cornfield. I was like, man, I really need to go see a doctor about this. So I take the blankets off, right? And I step up, and I'm still in my clothes, and I go take one step, boom! I'm inside of this doctor's office with other patients and a doctor, and I just, bam, appear, and I step in the bathroom, and I step out of the bathroom like, Doc, I really need to see you. And they're all like, oh, where did you come from? And they're like, all right, calm down. Come in here. You guys go away. He's like, all right, what's going on? He's like, Doc, I met these 3 guys who had some stuff for me, and all they wanted was me after, and that's all they said. And then next thing I know, they're taking me in a car ride. I get stabbed with this needle. I get pass out. I wake up in a cornfield. I'm eating some corn. I take 2 steps. Bam, I'm in my room because I was like, I got to go home, right? And then I was like, man, I got to go to see the doctor because I was like, this is not normal. What is this, right? Bam, get out of bed. Now I'm in your bathroom. He's like, so how did you get here? I was like, I don't know. Maybe it was the corn I ate. And he was like, really, son? The corn? I was like, or it could have been the shot they gave me. He was like, yeah, most likely. He's like, so who were these guys? He's like, I have no idea. I met them online. They said they could help me, you know, be better at stuff and all around. They just wanted help, and I wanted to help my family. You know, because I didn't come from a very good place. I wanted to give them a better life, and they said that they could do that if I worked for them, and they, you know, really help me, and they'll give me a lot more money if I help them on this one thing. All I had to do was just, I know I saw that. So all I had to do was just take this thing, and they were gonna give it to me. Well, this thing was this stuff, and he was like, all right, let me take a sample of your blood. And he goes, he takes his needle, and he goes, chink, and it doesn't go in my skin. We're all like, what? I was like, did that hurt? I was like, no. He was like, okay, let me try it again. Takes it again, chink, nothing. Cannot even break the skin off of my skin.
Pilot, your Titan will be ready in 2 minutes.
Ah, I should have killed him. Anyways, so can't get a needle in, can't do anything. Takes my heart. He's like, well, really, you're fine other than this. He was like, but so I don't know. I'd worry about this. Here's some aspirin. Here's some water. Hope this helps. I'm like, okay. So I'm impenetrable, and that's about all I know right now. Oh, and I can teleport. So he's like, okay. So here I am. I'm like, you know what? I need to go home, right? So I'm like, hey, Doc, I'm going to go back into the magical toilet. You mind if I go home? And he's like, sure, but I want you to come back to me tomorrow and let me give you the updates because this is really interesting. Considering I can't take your blood, I don't know what to do. So he took a piece of my hair to have that, you know, whatever done.
Titan ready in 30 seconds.
So he got my hair, right, that was done, and he's like, I'll have the results in tomorrow. I'm gonna get them expedited. Expedited? Wow, that was horrible English. Oh, I see you. Ah, he jump kicked me again, punk. So I go home, boom, go in the toilet, teleport back home. I'm like, all right, what's going on? Da-na-na-na. I feel like I'm Superman, like I'm here. I'm like, man, I need to come up with a nickname. I'm about to drop it right now, actually. Haha, you can't see me. Ooh, I almost dropped it right on top of him. So anyways, I'm checking out my powers, and that's really all I have. I just have invisibility, and I'm impenetrable. Or not invisibility, my bad. I can teleport. Yeah. And I have impenetrable skin. So that's pretty cool, right? So I'm coming in here, I'm like, man, I need to do something with these powers. You know what I mean? I need to do something with these powers. So what do? Bam. I decide to make a uniform. Yep, I made a uniform. And I was like, well, the only weapons I had in my house at the time was a machete and just an old beaten one, right? I was like, well, this one will work. You know, I'll be fine with just this. Because I'm already impenetrable, so you can't shoot me, right? And as far as I know, I can't blow up. So I was like, I'll be fine. So I go out there, I take my costume out, and it's all black. But it was like super ghetto. It was like pajamas, it was like ninja old school pants, and like a black t-shirt. Like it was super ghetto. And I wore like a black mask, you know, like a ski mask. But not the good kind. I got the kind where I had to punch holes in it. So it looked super even worse. Yeah. It was awesome though. So I get out there, right? I'm like, now it's time to make a difference in this world. What am I gonna do first? So I call up my buddy, Bovin. I'm like, hey man, I was like, I don't know what to do. I have all these magical powers, I guess. I mean, I can do this. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, well, I can teleport, and so far, I've shot myself, and I'm fine. And the bullet just bounces off. He was like, what? You shot yourself? I was like, yeah. I was like, well, I stabbed myself first. So the doc stabbed me with the needle. Nothing happened. And then I was like, well, I tried to slice myself with a machete, and then with a sword, and then with a knife, and nothing happened. And then I was like, well, what if I shoot myself? And then I did, and nothing happened. And so, like, I was like, well, what if I get blown up? So I got this grenade that I just had sitting around in my house. And I was like, okay. So I went down to, you know, I went outside to the woods, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to hold it. And I went, pop, 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 pop. I'm ready! And as soon as I said that, I pulled the pin, chink! And I went, countdown, because it takes 3 to 5 seconds for a grenade to go off, by the way, just to let you know. You don't know if it's going to be 3 seconds, and you don't know if it's going to be 5 seconds. So that's a real grenade, like really, that's a true story. So you pull it, boom! I'm like, 1, 2, 3, boom! I'm still alive! I'm still alive! I was like, yes! So that's when I knew I can't die by bullets, explosions, or grenades, or knives. So I was like, cool, I got superpowers, and I can teleport. So even if you did hit me, I could teleport. So I just vanished real quick. And all I got to do is think about where I want to teleport to, and I just have to visualize it, and that's good enough. Got him! I killed the MVP, yo! So anyways, so I'm coming in, and I'm talking to Bovin. I'm like, Bovin, man, I was like, I need your help. What should I do with these magical powers? He was like, hey, man, I got the perfect idea. Why don't you come with me? So like, okay, that's cool. All right. So I go over, you know, and he takes me to his game room. Listen, calm down. You're so anxious to get into the story. So we're coming in. That's a good thing. I know, that's a good thing. So I go over, he takes me to his game room. I'm like, yo, bro, you just wanted me to show you, like, your new Xbox or something? Like, why are we in your game room? He was like, wait. He was like, hey, Mom, can you make us some sandwiches? She was like, sure, honey. What kind? He was like, I don't care, Mom. Just make us some freaking sandwiches. He's like, okay, I'll make some PB&J. Like, whatever. We'll be gone for a while, so just leave it outside the door and we'll come pick it up later, okay? Okay, honey. So we go in, we got the mom covered, right? That's covered, that's all good. We go in, and he's like, check this out. He goes, open sesame. Doosh. All of a sudden, his entertainment wall just goes up. It just goes up, like, out of nowhere. It's just like, he's like, get in. I'm like, get in? I was like, heck no, you get in. He's like, it's okay, it's safe, get in. I was like, all right, so I get in, and then he gets in right behind me. He's like, I don't know where they're going. The wall closes in on us. And I'm like, what's going on? Choo, choo, choo! Lights turn on. Those were the lights turning on. Choo, choo! It's all different colored lights. And then all of a sudden, it's a party. Disco ball comes down. And it's an elevator. He was like, we're going down. Right? So we go away down there. And we're like, whoa, how far does this go? And he's like, far enough. I'm like, cool. So we open up. It's this giant warehouse of all this super tech gear that he's been building over the course of his awesome lifetime, that he's been waiting for a superhero so that way someone can use this stuff and actually test it, because that's what he's been training for his whole life, is all this stuff. So he's like, check this out. And so he gave me all this cool tech gear, right? And I can't go over it all, but there's some cool stuff like small grenades, there's some non-damaging grenades, there's some guns that are like super out of this world, that are like aliens, because you know this guy's so smart. Bovin's so smart. No, yeah, futuristic guns, because he actually was one of the first ones to contact aliens by mistake. Actually, he went to send a drone, like one of these drones, and he was like, hey, I'm gonna go send it up in the atmosphere with a message, you know, hopefully so that way he can project it over Earth and have it as like the first free total Wi-Fi internet type of deal, right? So he does that, and he sends it up. Well, lo and behold, Alien got hold of it and took it and experimented and got this message. And this message was like, to anyone who reads this, we're friendlies. So and so at location so and so on planet Earth. Here are my coordinates. Blah blah blah. Right. And this alien comes in, and he's like a good alien. And he is a human enthusiast, which means he loves humans. So he came down to his location, and they talked over it, and he got all this cool tech specifically to help against other aliens, because he said there are other aliens, and they might be coming, but we need, you know, people to help and to help protect Earth. So he gave us, stop eating! You're eating in my ear! Mute it! Mute it! So we go in, he gets this technology, I get it all, boom. There's some cool stuff in it. I'm talking about some cool stuff. I made it. So he gives it to me, and he's like, hey man, if you need anything, let me know. I'm here. If you get other superheroes or other people like you, bring them over, we'll hook them up. So we're on this cool gear, like this clothes adapts to us, the clothes that we wear. It not only makes us invisible, but we can go underwater. It's a breathing apparatus, so we don't even have to like breathe. It like breathes for us. It's crazy. If we're in a hot temperature, it cools us down. If we're in space, it gives us oxygen to breathe in space, because it brings the air molecules and different things around in space and creates it and we don't even have, we could be just free open. We don't have to wear anything. And it's also a shield. We have a constant shield over us. So if you shoot at us, I mean, I'm impenetrable anyways, but like Bovin isn't. So when he gets shot, it just goes off his shield. He's like, whatever, right? So that was pretty cool. And then, boom, here comes Giant's Bulldog. What? I'm coming in there. I'm helping these cops. I'm doing low man stuff with this awesome tech. And Giant's coming in. He's like, he looks at me because he's been watching up in the skies. And Giant's is different. Giant's can fly. Now, no one knew he can fly, because not only can he fly, but he can turn invisible. and he's a telepath. So he can move things with his mind, and he can talk to you through his mind. It's really cool. So he's been watching me, but I can't see him because he's invisible. But I can teleport, and he can fly. So, I mean, what would you rather have? But I honestly rather have what I am, but he's awesome too. So he's watching me, and he swoops down, douche! All there is nothing but dust on the cement. Smoke clouds all over the place. And then I'm like, what the heck was that? So I teleport, a good ways away, and I'm like, I'm out here on the other side. I'm like, what the heck was that? And I'm looking, and I see cloud steps moving towards me. I'm like, oh shoot, something's coming at me. All of a sudden, here comes Giants appearing slowly out of nothing. And he's coming up, and he's like, hey man, what's going on? And I'm like, who are you? So I teleport closer to him. I'm like, choo, poof, right in his face. I'm like, what's up? I was like, Machete, who are you? He's like, name's Giants Bulldog. I was like, whoa, you're awesome. Look at that suit. I was like, I know, I made it myself. And honestly, it wasn't that cool. It was like a onesie type of deal. It was weak. It was kind of weak in the costume. Especially coming from Bovin, where he hooked me up with this adaptable, custom, heroic suit, His onesie was mediocre, to say the least. But, don't get me wrong. I bring him over to Bovin, and Bovin hooks him up. Gets him a new costume, gets him the whole nines, everything. And I'm like, hey man, this is Giant's Bulldog. He can turn invisible. He needs a suit. Can you hook him up? Bovin's like, sure, I can hook him up. Of course. So he goes down, hooks him up, same suit and everything. We're doing our thing and stuff. And now we're like, all right, we need to come up with a name. Because he can fly and I can teleport. He can turn invisible and I can't. But I'm impenetrable. So, the suit makes us impenetrable as well. But I can also take off the suit and still be impenetrable, which is kind of cool. So we're like, man, what do we need to do? He's like, we need to do something big. And I was like, what? He was like, we need to create a superhero squad. And I'm like, why? And he was like, well, the other day I was with Bovin Dog in his secret lair while his mom was making us PB&J sandwiches. I was like, I know, right? Aren't those delicious? Those are some of the best PB&J sandwiches I ever had. She is a masterclass PB&J artiste. I must say, she can kill a PB&J sandwich. He was like, I know, right? They're so good with that milk they made. Ooh! I was like, anyways, off topic. But anyways, he was over there at Bovin's house, and we got this transmission back from this alien saying that they're gonna come, and that we better be prepared, and we need to pick up a team of people who can protect us from these bad aliens that are coming. And I was like, oh, I heard about that like a while ago. It's like, no, we got confirmation. It's like, what? How did you get confirmation? He goes, we got a message. Take a look. Boom, there it is. Everyone needs to evacuate. Please go to the safe spot outside the cities. And we saw this. I was like, no! So it turned out that the conspiracy theory between these contractors and these super smart hackers were actually set up by these aliens who came to destroy Earth. Yeah, didn't see that one coming, did ya? So we already had saved planet Earth from self-destruction. Now we're trying to save planet Earth from alien invasion. So we saved it from ourselves, now we gotta save it from someone else. Okay? What a pain in my butt. Not gonna lie, not very cool. I wasn't very happy, let's just put it that way. I was like, man, how many times do I have to save this planet? And for what? Nothing? But this time I wasn't Super Saiyan or anything, like all the powers reset. We're now different, so it's the same but different. Same but different. So we're coming in here, right, and we get this message, and we're like, okay, we got this. So we sent a mass message out to the universe. Earth needs help. Alien invasion coming our way. Please send the best you have. Thank you. Bovendog.
Waiting.
Now, Bovendog became famous at this time because he set up SHIELD. And SHIELD is a network around Earth that's just kind of like our suits, how it protects us from different things. Well, this SHIELD protects Earth from asteroids, bullets, rocket ships, you know, different things like that. So he created that, so he got really famous. So everyone knew who he was and stuff, which was really cool. And we got this message, he sent out a mass text message to all the superheroes across the planet. And it read like this: we need your help, right? But it was a text message, so everyone got it on their phone, because everyone has a phone, right? Right? Am I right? So they get it, and bam, here comes Apple.
Prep for launch. Call it when ready.
And Cheese. What's up, Blitzwinger? Long time no see. Robo comes in. Now, we already know about Robo, the mad scientist genius who is smart naturally from birth through genetics, found by the government, trained to be this awesome robotic engineer slash everything superhero, mixed with a lightning bolt of Super Saiyan powers. He can now do really fast things, faster, and he's already smart, so he's like a superhero, right? So he was in outer space, patrolling already in his gear, because that's what he does. We sent a text message to him. We're like, hey man, we need you back. Can you help us? He was like, boom, I'm on it. So, bam, we got Robo in. Yep, you did. You came in from space. You made a teleporter, but I can teleport on my own, so it was really cool. We were like the teleporting duo, which means we could do a lot. So that was really cool to see that happen. I didn't know that was even possible, but it was possible. Then Cheese Bagas 12, he came in. Now he's a special one because not much is known about him. He's like the lone wolf. He runs his own wolf pack, which is all of one person himself. He's not a very team player, but he will when it needs to. And he's very secluded. He's very secluded to himself. No one knows much about him. He dresses in all black. He has a black cape, and he has superpowers that no one really knows about. His powers, though, that I've seen, I'm Batman. I'm Batman. The powers that I've seen are more than anyone else's I've seen. Like he can do a lot. He did have a black cape. Yep. He did have. No, he's not Batman though. He's better than Batman because he actually has real superpowers. Batman does not have real superpowers. So, yeah, exactly. So he helps us though. He gets a message. He's like, you know what? I like humans. You know, I'm pro-human. His mother was human. His father was something else though. No one knows quite what it is. Some magical being of some sort. No one is quite 100% sure, and neither is he. And that's why he's so mysterious. And so it makes sense. You know, it makes sense. So he loves humans because his mother was human. He has an affection for him. But unfortunately, this one guy killed his whole family, and now he's ever since been the Lone Ranger hunting down the guy who killed his family. So that happened, right? He comes in, he's like, hey, maybe this is the guy that killed my family. Let me help these guys. So he comes in, right? And we're like, yes, we got one more. And we're like, man, what are we going to call each other? And I'm like, what about Team Maple Squad? You guys all thought about it. And you're like, perfect. That is what we will call ourselves. Team Maple Squad. So that ever since then, that is how Team Maple Squad has been formed. Was through us four. It's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. We did some good stuff though. I mean, we saved the planet multiple times. A lot of it thanks to Robo and his magical powers. I mean, really, like, if it wasn't for him thinking about all this stuff to protect planet Earth, like, we went and destroyed aliens and protected us outside, but he was the one who protected planet Earth. You know, because when there was a nuclear strike coming in from an alien who happened to hijack one of our, you know, nukes and sent it our way, it was his shield that protected us from that nuke. So
further
It
ahead
was
of us.
really up to
We
him.
need to step
But
up. I mean, right
it was up
now.
to us who did everything else. Like he was the one in the command
It's over,
center.
guys.
What's up,
We
Danny?
lost. Fall back to base.
Where does my train come again?
Pilot, it's time to clear out. Head for
Oh.
evac point now.
Diamond. Diamond, you're not in this one in your magical train because this is all in outer space and your train can only stay on Earth. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. But what you ended up doing is you ended up lending your magical train to us to use as transport because it's invisible and it's super awesome. So we were able to transport all of Boven Dog's equipment and all of his tech and gear to where we needed it to be in planet Earth. So that way it was our like rally point, I guess you can say. What's up, RJ Sully? How you doing? So what was that whole story about? Good point. It was about how Team Maple Squad was made. That's the story. That's how it was formed. Yep. Was we had to protect ourselves from an alien invasion, and you know, it started with my backstory and then it went on to other stories. And are you gonna come in and play, Blitz? Okay, I'll try. Blitz, come on in. Aw, you can't play. Alright. Alright, we'll see you later. Alright, Blitz, we'll get you in here. Kong, you want to come in? Yeah, we're going to play it later, but we're not going to be streaming it. Yep. We'll see ya. We'll definitely play a Smite, though. So who else? Kong, you're joining? Come on in. Are we already friends on Xbox? What's your Xbox gamer tag? Here's mine. If you guys want to come in, send me a message on Xbox One and we'll get you in here. We have room for more. Erler. I know. I heard that. What's up? Welcome. Come on in. I'm gonna get some coffee real quick, guys. Thanks for coming in. We're creating stories, by the way. We're creating some stories of characters and different things, and I got a good story next for you guys. Boy, do I got a good one. It has to do with humans, zombies, werewolves, and humans, zombies, and vampires. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Rezo? What's up? You guys in here? What's up, Blitz? Was that story real? No, that story was not real. That story was made up. Unfortunately. I wish it was real because I wish I could teleport. Yeah, you are a genius. That is, I can teleport. That is real. What's up, Rezo? Your mic works, huh? Gotcha. You might as well use it. Yep. That's a good idea. What? You know what that means? That means that you have 4 days left to get a t-shirt. Because remember, it was like your birthday was right after the t-shirts ended or something like that. Do you remember? Was it the day before? Yeah. Oh, maybe it was. Because you're like, oh, I'm not going to be able to get it. Teespring.com. So, by the way, guys, we have t-shirts. And so I'm going to say the website right now, but it's teespring.com/machete slash or dash. Here, I'm gonna put it in here. Oh, like he's hosting. I was just like, is this guy talking about? Oh, what's up, RJ Sully? Yeah, we're starting to do stories and stuff like that. All different things. It's pretty funny. Okay, me too. So it's Teespring, teespring.com/machete. That space, not the space, but the dash T dash shirt. Boom, there it is. Machete. It has a machete on it. It's got the Twitch URL and then Team Maple Squad underneath. Yeah, that's the one. And then on the back, if you look on the back, it says "Stay classy." It only costs £12 for you? What? What? That's awesome. I didn't know that. Cool. It only costs £12 for you guys in the UK, by the way, if you want to get that t-shirt. For everyone else in America, it's $20, $19.99. But the next t-shirt, so this one right now is in black. This one's in all black with white lettering. The next t-shirt will be in white with black lettering. And then I'm going to do one with white with multicolor lettering. So it'll be like the American flag lettering. So white with blue and red. And it'll be all mixed and stuff. And then there's going to be, I'm going to do one with my Machete logo, which is me and my gas mask. And then 2 machetes behind me and a crisscross like a pirate flag. And it's gonna be Team Maple Squad for life or something. I don't know. We'll do something similar. It's gonna be good. It'll be fun. So yeah, we got lots of t-shirts ideas, lots of t-shirts times things. Okay, we're gonna play Titanfall right now. Oh, we could do a variety pack. Usually variety pack, I don't get anyone though. That's the only problem. So, what's up, caffeinated ape? Oh, caffeinated ape. What's up? How you doing? Thank you guys for coming on in. That's for sure. We're gonna be playing right now. So anyways, yeah, we got lots of t-shirts, ideas, and designs coming up. So stay tuned for those. That way, when we make our streaming tour around your area, if you wear your Machete shirt, I'll post a picture of it online and you'll get famous. What? Did you say you'd get famous? She's what? She's got a uni? A unibrow? Gotcha, I don't know what that means. I needed to sell 30 shirts in 21 days. I know. We only sold 5. You're in his stream? Oh, cool. That's good. Oh, I see. You watch my streams when I'm not streaming? True. Because you're always playing with me when I'm streaming. Right. So much easier. I agree. Okay. Oh, yeah. On his mouth. I know. He, Seven, unfortunately, was in a really bad accident. Kong, what's your gamer tag? Did you send me a Kong, send me a message on Xbox One, and then I'll invite you to the game that way. There's my gamer tag. Or you can just jump in if we're already friends on there. What? Am I going to be on later? Yeah, I'll be on later. Oh, yeah. I think we're going to play FIFA after this. And then we'll play Smite later. Uh-huh. Isn't it fun? I love the Smite one. But no one else loves it. Oh, yeah. Medusa. Yeah.
Okay, this is a flag
Yeah.
mission. You
What about it?
flag from their base and bring it back to ours. Oh, and while you're at it, don't let them take
Nice.
our flag.
What? Hello? Be who? Oh, yeah. We can hear you. All right, Kong, I gotcha. We'll get you in the next game. Oh, so close. So.
We've got the enemy flag.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Drop the enemy flag. The enemy returned their flag.
Yup.
Bad news, man. They captured our flag.
Yeah. Adventurer. I got my Coke. I know. I have it on that one.
We picked up their flag.
Yep. It could be. Oh, get it, Giants.
Drop the enemy flag.
Oh,
The enemy
you
flag.
don't.
Now bring it home.
You could try.
Return their-
What's up, Michael Xbox? Thank you for coming into the stream. I'm doing good. How are you doing? You should have stayed tuned earlier. I don't know. That's so weird. I have the turbo. You guys should not be getting advertising in it. I'm gonna have to complain. Twitch, get off my stream, yo. Nope, it's not that bad. I know. I'm talking to the viewers like right away. This is awesome. I don't know what happened either. Like all of a sudden it started. Like I could see you right there. Michael Xbox, if you want to come join us on Titanfall, by all means come on ahead. I think we have a full squad, but here's my Xbox gamer tag. Go ahead and send me a message on Xbox. We will get you in here. Xbox, stop listening, creep. Stop listening, creep. Thank you.
The enemy returned their flag to their base. You're gonna have to go grab it again.
Is it?
I can't believe it! That pilot on top of the Titan! You see that?
That's funny. I don't know what's going on. You tell me. So, see, here's the thing, okay? Look at the viewers, right? And then turn on one of your things. And then turn it off. Okay?
The IMC have our flag.
Ah! I was mid-air. Mid-air. Oh, Danny? Diamond? Yeah.
The enemy dropped our flag.
You want to know the top guys? You want to know the top guys?
Hey, doing all right, but the IMC is slightly ahead
For
of
the
us.
time.
Still got
This
plenty
is
of to
time.
show 'em who's
Just
boss,
time
though.
watched. Yeah, it's in the chat. I put it in there. So you guys didn't know.
Drop the enemy flag. The enemy returned their flag to their base. You're gonna have to go grab it again. The enemy captured the flag. Alright, get that flag back to base. Move!
Pilot device has been destroyed. I've got a replacement underway. I'll let you know when you
Drop the enemy flag.
He has a lot. He has a lot. He has a lot. Look how many I have.
Okay, we have their flag. Got our flag.
Pretty much, yeah. No, not yet. I'm working on it though. It's not a sandwich, it's a burrito. Bean and cheese.
Hey, your Titan will be ready in 60 seconds.
Drop the enemy flag.
Nope, I can't. I don't share my food with you. I know. Some people don't like it. Some people love it. What? Oh, nice.
Bad news, man. Switching sides.
Well, I'm a G10, Kong. I'm a G10, level 50. I'm maxed out.
They're pulling further and further
Yep.
ahead, boss. If you're gonna do something, you need to do it fast.
The Superman story. Yeah, we finished it. Together. Okay. Ah, dang it. G2 level 48. That's what's up, Kong. No worries. No worries. That's cool. How do you what?
The enemy picked up our flag.
Back to our flag.
We picked up their flag.
Yeah. If they have it, then we can't return ours.
Careful, he's close. Drop the enemy flag.
All right. So I'm dead again. This stinks. Why do I keep dying, yo? Woohoo! Crazy. Crazy.
The IMC have our flag.
Get him, cheese bogies. No, that's yeah. He's in the stream. He's a follower.
They captured our flag. They got our flag.
Be advised, Titan ready in 30 seconds.
The IMC are getting even further ahead of us. We need to step it up, and I mean right now. The enemy dropped our flag. The flag has been returned to base. Good work. All right, get that flag back to base. Move. Drop the enemy flag.
Ah, they shot me down. They shot me down. No. Sorry, it's lunchtime for me, and I don't want to stop streaming, so I'm eating on TV, but I'm muting it. So If I don't talk or move, that's why.
The enemy returned their flag.
Greetings, pilot. I am your range chip. I am tracking your performance.
It's over,
Good
guys.
luck.
We lost.
No!
Forget it, pilot.
Man, screw
Time to get
this.
here. Check get to the nearest
That's
evac
stuff,
point.
man.
Move. I've sent the top ship. Hurry.
Woo! Woo! I know, I saw that. 10 million people playing Sight. Smite.
You got it. Stand by for Titanfall.
Retroclease. I know, Retroclease is cool. No! I know. Smite? Smite? Yeah, we'll get you in here, Kong. No. We were, yep. Yep, we had to come back. We have one room for one more after this. Here he comes. Well, I add him as a friend so he can come in. He's in the... Okay, we can play though. We can play. Let's go. Let's do this, y'all. Woo! Woo! Mmm! Burritos! I love me some burritos! Machete fan! What? What are you talking about? Someone just made Machete_fan and followed me on my Twitch right now. What? You're my favorite right now. You're my favorite. Machete_fan just followed. Just followed. To be our 504th follower, by the way. Alright, good idea, Danny. What are the 3 ways to donate? First way is you have to go to my Twitch page. Okay, that's really the only way. If you go to the Twitch page, to my Twitch page, twitch.tv/machete848, scroll down on my channel, right, or on the main page, and there's different ways, okay? First way you can donate is by hitting the subscribe button. Now, if you're a streamer, a low-level streamer, or just a streamer in general, and you want to help support me, but you also want to, you know, reach my followers. You know, you want to put your name out there in my followers where I go, because I go on 4 different sites my stream is on. I have a video blog, I have a YouTube channel, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're all over the place, right? So if you want to, you know, advertise with us, it's only $4.99 a month, and you get all the cool stuff seen below. That's one way you can donate. The other way is you can buy a t-shirt. T-shirts are an easy way of donating money. I do get some of the profits off of it. It's not much on this T-shirt or the next ones, but I do get some. So if you buy a T-shirt, not only can you rep your Machete Team Maple Squad shirt, we will do other clothes as well, like hoodies, tank tops, gear, controllers, headsets. We're going to be doing all different kind of stuff. So we will be doing that kind of stuff coming up soon. So that's one way you guys can continue to donate, is by clicking on the T-shirt picture, and it'll take you straight to teespring.com/machete space T space shirt. Not space, but it's a dash shirt. All right. The other way you can donate, so that you can subscribe, you can buy a T-shirt, you can donate. Just if you want to donate, $1, if you want to donate $100 or $1,000 or $100,000, click on that donate button with the American flag where it says donate it, and it'll take you to my PayPal. And all you got to do is, you don't need a PayPal account. You just type in your name, you type in a sweet little message to me, and then the amount, put in your card or your parents' card, but make sure you get their permission first. And there's no refunds, because there's trolls and people who want refunds. There's none of that. So you go there and then you type in your card, but just put it in, bam, you're done. You donate it. There's no graphics yet, but when I do get a streaming computer, you will be on there. But what I do in the chat, we blow it up in the chat. I talk about it in my solo round video blogs. I talk about it in all my broadcasts and stuff. So there is a way to donate. If you don't want to donate, but you're just stopping by, you can tip. Leave a tip. Like you leave a waitress or a waiter. Hey, I like your service. I don't come often, but I like what you're doing. Here's a tip. There's actually, if you go down underneath the donate button, it says if you would like to leave a tip because you're feeling generous or I did something amazing, click here. And that's one way you can tip. So those are the ways that you can donate, help the stream, get my streaming computer back up so we can get these awesome graphics and hit it out the park, man. Let's hit it out the park. Let's do this. All right, questions. What do we got? Okay. Woo! That was crazy. Last Titan standing. All right, let's stick together, guys. Really, Wookie? Really? You're way over there, Book. I know, he's moving my phone and stuff. Oh, Blitz! I shot my missile right into you. They're coming around the left side, guys. They're coming around the left side. Watch left, watch left, watch left. I'm out, guys. I'm out. I'm out. Woo! What new character? Which one? On Smite? Ravana? Fenrir? Fenrir? Yeah, Fenrir's pretty cool.
They beat us this round.
Oh, no worries, Danny, no worries. Yeah, there's really no other way to donate. I mean, if you wanted to send me stuff, I could definitely, send you an address or something. But yeah, there's really no other way. But Danny, think about this. How would you donate if you could? What ways would you be able to donate? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out. I know ways where grown-ups can donate and how they do it, but what about kids? That's the one thing. If you can let me know how I can get someone like yourself to donate or do something similar to help the stream. I mean, you do enough by watching. That's more than enough. Just by watching and staying active in the chat and being a mod and stuff, that's more than enough. But if you wanted to, help me get my streaming computer or a game, you can always donate a game. And how you can do that is if you buy gift cards. What you can do is you can buy the gift card, and then you can message me the number or the code on the gift card. Let's say it's for like Xbox or something like that, or you can mail me the gift card or something like that, and then that way, that's one way you can donate is by putting it on like a Visa card or something. So you don't even use your own information. You have a Visa card that you can buy at a store. And what you do is you have that Visa card, and then you just give me the information, and then I can go and use that online to buy something for my computer. Or let's say it's to get the new Black Ops 3, or to get the new Madden 16 or something. You can buy a $60 game card or a gift card, and then send me the information, and then I can use that to go get the game as well. Or money, you can donate money that way as well. So that's one way. Yeah, so if you wanted to do it with Xbox, then what you can do is, Xbox, stop listening, creep. Stop listening, creep. Stop listening, creep. Xbox. I don't know. He already is out to get me. He's already out to get me. But yeah, so you can definitely do that. Get the card and then just see if there's a code. And then I can add it to my Xbox on here. But only do it if you want it for like games, like for EA access, because that's $30 for the whole year. So if you wanted me to have, that to play those games, then that's one way to do it. Until I get more memory, I can't get games on my hard drive because I only have so much space on my hard drive. But yes, that does count as donating as well, Danny, if you do get a gift card. I think I can get an external hard drive, but I don't know how that works yet. So I think I can get like a terabyte external hard drive, and that way if you guys want to donate games, you can just donate them through Xbox, and I'll just purchase them on there, and they'll all be digital instead of buying the disc. So I think that's possible. Yeah, and then they keep them on the... Yep. So I think that can work for Xbox as well, but I'm not sure. I've never tried it yet. Yep. I modded it. I know I did. I actually did. On the first original Xbox, you can pretty much what you do is not in your controller. I did it in the actual Xbox. If you mod the Xbox, you can put a hard drive in it, and then you pretty much make it to where you can put any game that you play and download on it. And then you can download other games and play on it as well. It was super sneaky. It was awesome. But they were all games I bought, obviously. Dang, they just welcome to Team Maple Squad, Bizarre Turtle 61. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the chat. See, let us know. How you doing, XQ Theory? Thanks for coming in. This is my cat, Wookie, that is in my arms right now, if you can't see him. What's up, Wook? Say hi to your fans. You can catch a one-on-one exclusive interview with Wookie at Solo Round Episode 2 on my YouTube channel. Check it out. Solo Round Episode 2. I did an exclusive interview with the Wookinator. If you guys want to come in, now's your chance. If you want to come in, now's your chance. We got room for one more. How you doing, Bizarre Turtle? We got a couple of turtles. We got Robo Turtle. We also got Robo Gaming. This is Xbox One. If you wanna come in, he is a big cat. That is true. He's a ginormous kitty. He's like 15 pounds. Look at him. He's so cute, though. He's the cutest little kitty around. If you want to go ahead and send me a message on Xbox One, and I will get you on here, Bizarre Turtle. What's up, Wook? What are you doing? He's named after Wookie, or Chewbacca. Chewie! Because he looks like one. He looks like one. Yep. Cause why not? Yeah. Well, what's funny is our friends. They have a cat, and they call her Molly, and they call her Molly because her name is Darth Maul. So we have a cat Wookie, and then they have a cat Darth Maul, and then our other friends just got a new cat, and they called him Loki. So they have Darth Maul, Wookie, and Loki, all as cats. Yeah.
We got Charlie.
Loki.
Way to get it started.
Yep. Wookie. Wah! I don't know how to make a Wookie sound.
Charlie's under attack. Pilots, the enemy is in control of all
Okay.
hard points. Get in the fight and take them back.
That's exactly it. That was exactly it.
Got it. Fanning out. Nice. Watch it. Hard point's ours, but I'm picking up more hostiles en route. Taking Charlie.
Ah! Dang it! They got us, Wookie. They got us. What are we supposed to do now? Right. So it reminds me of this one time. I was on the beach. And we were on the beach, and we're like, hey man, what a beautiful beach, you know? What a beautiful beach. This is probably one of the best beaches ever, right? And we're coming in to the beach, setting up our blanket, and we lay down. The beach is hot. You know, it's a hot beach. It's not a nice beach. It's a hot one. The sand's hot. And we put our blanket down. Oh, I just got blown the heck up. And we put our blanket down, and I was like, ow, what is that? And it was something like really, really sharp that we sat on, and I like went to move on. I'm like, oh, maybe it's a rock or something, you know? 'Cause I had no idea. And we put our blanket down. No, it wasn't. It actually was hollow. I kind of like moved, and it was huge. I couldn't move this thing at all. At all, I couldn't move this thing. And I'm like, man, this thing's really buried deep. So I started digging around it, but it just like wouldn't stop. I was like, this must be a ginormous rock, right? And I came down there, and nope, it wasn't. Ah, he got me, Wookie. He got me. So I knock on it. I'm like, tink, tink, and it was hollow. It goes tink, tink. I'm like, whoa. And I specifically remember that sound because I was like, why does that sound hollow when it's a rock? You know what I mean? Yeah, but it didn't look or feel metal. That was the thing. It was like this crazy new age metal or something. I was like, is this a test? Are we on some military base or something? You know, am I being punked? Am I being punked? And I keep digging, nothing. Then I'm like, oh wow, this is hollow. Okay, maybe I should stop. And my girlfriend at the time was like, yeah, you should definitely stop. I don't trust this. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. And especially because there's no one else around. That was the creepy part. There was no one on this nice beach. And, you know, it's normally a very populated beach. It was, maybe, it could have been. But it was really big. I mean, like, this thing was like the size. By the time I dug around it enough to eventually see what it was, I know, right, Wookie? You're getting excited too. That it was crazy. It was bigger than me. It was bigger than me. It was huge. So I knock on it again. I go, I'm pretty big. You know, I'm not 6 feet tall, but I'm tall enough for it to be metal. You know. So you know, hey. So we go in, right? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a whole caravan of FBI agents come up, and they're like, Machete, you're gonna have to come with us. And I'm like, why? No, they say Machete, because they knew who I was. because of my previous battles and actions and stuff like that, so they knew who I was. They're like, you're gonna have to come with us. And I was like, uh-oh, did I discover something I wasn't supposed to? And so, sure enough, they take me back to base, and they let me know, like, hey, you know, they sent my girlfriend home. They knocked her out first, like with sleeping gas, not with like knock her out. But, you know, they were just like, because, yeah, well, they couldn't let her see what was going on. She already knew too much, and then they did the little light bulb that blinks and that erases your memory. So they did that to her, yeah, so she didn't remember anything. No, she didn't remember anything. No, she really didn't. She does remember me, she just didn't remember what was going on. You know, I mean, like, she knew we went to the beach. She went to the beach. No, it's not. This is a real story, guys. So, anyway, she gets, no, she gets, she gets the blinker thing, which evaporates, you know, evaporates her memory. No, it's not from Men in Black. No, this was the FBI or some CIA secret agent. Yeah, so anyways, my girlfriend wakes up, she doesn't know what's going on. They're like, Machete, you're gonna have to come with us, your girlfriend's safe. You know, we just gave her some sleeping gas, she'll take a nice rest, and she won't know what went on. So, but all she'll know is that you guys went to the beach and then had a nice day. She felt tired from drinking too much wine, and she ended up falling asleep. Okay, that's all that happened. I was like, okay, got it. Yep, she drank too much wine, passed out. I was like, hon, you remember what happened, right? She was like, no. I was like, oh, you just drank too much wine, that's all. Oh, this guy was in front of me the whole time? Punk. What's up, Outflanked? How you doing? I know we got a lot of people looking at it. I'm good, I'm good. I'm trying to get my, no worries, no worries. I saw you're watching Titanfall on Twitch. I was like, oh, hey, we're playing Titanfall. Maybe he'll come play with us.
Hey, you're approaching Bravo. Watch for hostiles.
Ooh, no worries, no worries. But yeah, we're just telling this crazy story where, so the FBI came, they woke up my girlfriend, right? They were like, hey, she's fine, but we still need to talk with you. I'm like, great, what did I do, right? Now, I just dug up this thing in the beach. So what happened was I laid my towel down, and there was something hard underneath it, and I went to dig it up, and it wouldn't stop getting dug up. It was hollow, but it was like metal, but it was like not a metal I've seen because it looked like rock. It was weird. So the FBI came, and they're like, Machete, you're gonna have to come with us. So I came with him, right? I'm like, okay, what's going on? They're like, we need you. And I was like, you need me? I was like, I'm just Machete. I mean, you're the government. Like, what do you mean you need me? I need you guys. And they're like, nope, things changed. They're like, the thing you just dug up was an alien space craft that had been here since the early 1900s, and we just found out that they're being surveilling the Earth for attack, and we're gonna need you and Team Maple Squad. I was like, no way, dude, it's happening. Sure enough, it was happening. That craft came out of the ground where we were on the beach, flew up into space. Everyone got it on camera phones and stuff. Boom, took off, and then it laid a giant picture saying we will be back on the beach, and then took off. Boom. So I'm like, Team Maple Squad, assemble! And then all Team Maple Squad assembled. We were ready. We're like, all right, what can I do? Robo was there, Diamond was there, Bovin was there, Rezo is a new character, he was there. He's coming in on his hot motorcycle like, ring, 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 coming in hot. He was coming in so hot. Diamond, yeah, I just said Diamond, you're in there. What's up, Triana Noob? Looks terrible on Xbox. Does it? It looks worse on Xbox 360. Xbox One, it looks pretty good, but we have medium quality on our stream. So, yeah, so you're coming in on your motorcycle, right? Ring, ring, you're like, Rizzo! Illusion is here! Yep, that's what you said. I know, I'd hate... You had skinny jeans on? You had these giant combat boots. You had a vest on with your chest hair out. It was all like chest hair, and then just a vest, no shirt on underneath. Okay. Yeah, that's all you were wearing, and then you had a mullet, but in the back, it wasn't just thing. It was like it was braided. It was braided, so it was all like cornrows. But you definitely had that. You know, business in the front, party in the back. So that's what you have. But your superpower was very, very second time. Nice. This game is actually really fun. It's actually free if you have E. We'll see it later. Come on back if you want to. So look, this is what happened.
Okay, buddy,
right?
this is a strike.
No, this
Get in there and
no, this
kill every
really
IMC
happened.
bastard you
That's
find.
what you came in on your motorcycle. And Team Maple Squad came and saved the Earth.
Range chip activated. I am tracking your
What kind of car?
performance, pilot.
What kind of car? Not a motorcycle? A Honda Civic.
You're off to a good start.
A slammed Honda Civic. That's what you want. I know what it means. I created it. What are joggers? I don't know what are jogging bottoms. Okay, so you came in. So you came in looking like a turd. Okay,
Hey, your Titan will be ready in 60
essentially,
seconds.
like a giant turd.
Be advised, Titan ready in 30
I
seconds.
came in like a wrecking turd. My name is Rezo Illusion. Oh yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Get it? Get it?
Titan
Ayo!
ready in 15 seconds.
So anyways, Rezo comes in, Robo's there, Diamond's there, Bovin's there. We're using his secret layer, right? Because he's the awesome one. Nope, Blitzwinger's there, but his special power is different than everyone
Hey, your
else's.
Titan's good to go.
He can
Call it
actually
ready.
shrink down to the very small size, and when he does, he actually gains superhuman strength and superpowers like none other. None other. No, not like Ant-Man. Better than Ant-Man. Because you don't need a suit. You don't need a suit. No. I'm Goku. I'm Goku. I'm Goku. Giants. Yeah, Giants is Superman. No, Giants is Superman. Because Giants can fly and turn invisible. And can control telepathically. So that's,
Okay, your Titan's
yeah,
got
so
the
that's like
box.
Superman.
Call it when ready.
You're basically awesomeness. You're awesomeness in a bottle. In a tiny bottle. Yes, just like that.
He's gonna hold a grudge.
Just so they can't hear that, I know. It's not that I it's just that I can't have Rezo have people listen to him, that's all. So he can still play, but people just won't listen to him. I just got smushed. Train! Ant-Man. Ant-Man. How much on iTunes? Change your name to Militia Prunt to have some like camo amongst the grunts. Oh, that's a good idea. How much on iTunes? I don't know what you mean. What noise? I heard it too. What is that noise?
Stand by for Titanfall.
Okay, so what else? So we got this story, right? And we're all there, and we're all at Bovin's secret hideout in his basement with his mom's fantabulous PB&J. Okay, Rezo is coming in with his joggers, a blue hat, and glasses, and black glasses, yeah. And that's all he's wearing, with a vest and then with combat boots on his motorcycle. So he's coming in He's coming in hot. I'm coming in hot. You know, I teleport. And so that's easy. Plus we all have our magical... Yeah, I just teleported in there. Yeah, it's really easy. I just have to think about it. I'm just like, boom, right there. And then Robo, you're in there with all your gizmos and gadgets. And you and Bovin became best friends, actually. Because you guys are both super geniuses with technology and stuff like that. Yes. And we have Cheese. Wait. Yeah, Cheese is the... Wow. Talk about Cheese. No one knows much about him, honestly. No one knows much about him. And he came because he's thinking maybe these aliens had destroyed his family. You know, because that's his ongoing mission, is to figure out who killed his parents and whatnot, and why. And because his mom is human, he loves humans, but his dad is some mythical creature that no one knows about because it's so mythical and like godlike that it's like, oh man, if someone killed him, these guys must be really bad. So Cheese is always on the search, but he's very mysterious. He has superpowers that no one really knows about. He's kind of like that guy on Iron Man that they create. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Iron Man. Yes. This is Cheese's. No, so do you know who... Okay, remember when Iron Man and the Avengers create that guy that is like, can pick up Thor's hammer? Do you know that? Do you know that guy? What's his name, though? What's his name? So that's him, though. Yeah, they made a name for him. No, it wasn't that. Is it Vision? Maybe it is. I know it's something. Anyway, so that's his superpowers, by the way. That's his superpowers.
Okay, your Titan's prepped for launch.
He got, You're funny, Rezo. You're a funny Rezo. I'm Batman. No, I'm Batman. No, I'm Batman. Whoa! Kong. Yeah, his name was Vision.
You're picking that pilot apart.
They are in your butt. What? Oh, that's where I'm at. Heyo! That's where you wish it was at. Inside your own mother? That's gross. That's what you just said. That's what you just said. Yeah, you literally just said that. Can I get a second? Can I get a second on that? Because you know he just said that. He said that. Like you? Yeah. Yeah, if she was alive. Yeah, you should. No, he doesn't. Stop trying to talk about your own self-accomplishments. That one worked really well. What are you talking about? I just came out improper. It just came out improper. It's better than nothing. It's better than what you were gonna come up with. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Alright. What were we talking about, by the way? We were talking about something. And then Rezo had did his little British accent trying to distract me from how awesome he is. Alright, so anyways, that's his superpower.
Hey, your Titan will be ready in 60 seconds.
We're talking about Cheese. Cheese. Now, Kong over here, he has a very amazing gift. Very amazing gift. Now, what Kong can do is he can actually control other people. But not just other people, but he can make inanimate objects animated. What? No. He could have been, but we didn't know him then. He just came on this one because we needed help from aliens and stuff like that, right?
It's on the way. Stand by for Titanfall.
Yep. He could have been, and he is. I mean, he could have controlled the ship. You're correct, but he's on a different planet. He came from planet Pocono. Do you remember planet Pocono? Sure, invite him. Limp Bizkit style. John Nano. Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, spam him. Just spam. Just be like, get over here. Anyway, so Kong comes from planet Pocono. Now, if you guys don't know about planet Pocono, he came before we took it over. Now, if you don't know about this, planet Pocono, we got a job, Robo Gaming, myself and Diamond, we got a mission to go take out the president of planet Pocono. Now, if you would like to know more about this, it's on the last highlight in this Twitch broadcast with Destiny. We played it. And so if you want to know more about that story, go ahead to highlights of storytelling on my YouTube page and on Twitch. Make sure you go follow us on collectiongamingnetwork.com. But anyway, so he's from planet Pocono. Now, it's really cool because he is also a mysterious one, only because we don't know a lot about Pocono yet, and the planet and the people. I mean, we know a little bit. They are humanoids. They're very similar to us, but they're definitely taller, and they're definitely more athletic, all of them. Like, they're incredible. They're like superhumans. Kind of like if you were to place Thor. If you were to place Thor next to a regular human, like, his whole family and planet would be like Thor, is what I'm saying. So just letting you guys know, that's how he is. He doesn't have a hammer, but he does have Fist of Glory, which he's just like an incredible boxer / MMA fighter. He can handle himself. He's incredibly strong, and with our suits that we have on, it makes us pretty indestructible, which is really nice.
Damage core online.
Shut down.
You mean really awesome. You mean really awesome, is what you're saying. Really awesome.
You're unstoppable.
Damage core activated.
Well, yeah.
You now have
No, we're doing FIFA next. 15.
an enemy pilot damage core offline.
What's wrong with you? Can we play? Aha. Yeah, if that was true. But it's not. From your girlfriend?
Pilot, your Titan will be ready in 2 minutes.
What? Where's 7? Did 7 end up coming in? Ah, I almost had him. I almost had him, guys. That was ridiculous. That was good. Okay, go get a drink. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I told you it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Be advised, Titan ready in 30 seconds.
Dang, that guy was super sneaky.
still trailing behind them. You've got to step it up down there.
Stand, I'll be right behind you. Auto Titan engaging enemy Titan.
I'm so glad you're back. Pilot mode engaged. Friendly pilot has left your Titan.
It's over, guys. We lost. Fall back to base.
Forget it, pilot. Time to get out of here. Check your HUD to get to the nearest evac point. Move. Come on, hurry to the evac point. Okay. Right. Go, go.
What's up? We're going to be right back. We're going to take a quick bathroom break, guys. It'll be about 5 minutes. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to put the screen on pause. We'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Weird. Thank you guys for staying. Oh, no worries. Let's see if we can get back in here. Let's get rid of these. Get rid of those. Okay. What's up? Seven's going. See you later, Kong. Thanks for playing with us. We'll be on later. Yeah. How are you doing, Feathery Bus 723? How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Why is bot? Kong, nice. Attrition. Here we go. You know what we need to do? We need to go get Seven the Zombie. Seven the Zombie is playing Titanfall right now. And he's broadcasting it, and it's not cool because we're supposed to be playing together. That's alright, we'll get him in here. Okay. Ooh. We're gonna be playing some attrition. While I go find Seven the Zombie who's streaming right now. There you are. Ranked matches, come kick it with us. You silly zombie, you silly. Yeah! I got him in here! What's up with your accent, bro? I'm in. We're out. Yeah. What's up with this accent? I like this accent. I like it. Oops. Are you in? Okay. No, you can actually. You have a really good accent right now. I'm pretty impressed. That's actually really. I was like, maybe he has his friend on that's talking for him or something. I don't know. That's really good. I like it. Man, I was telling some stories earlier. You should go check them out. My storytelling on YouTube. It's the highlight. It's also my highlight on my Twitch page. It's hilarious. That's all we've been doing is telling these crazy fantasy stories. It's amazing. Oh, is Baby Bat part of you? What's up, Baby Bat 83? Gotcha. Gotcha. Those ones, Marx Bros are really good. That is true. That is true. His accent. Why do these? Yeah, man. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, man. Yeah. Three things. Three things, man. Hey. I hope you can't hear yourself. This is hilarious. 1, 2. That's. Oh, jeez. Yeah. True, but they can only hear. They can't hear me on your stream though, and they can't hear you on my stream. True.
Right, this is a battle of attrition. Wipe out all enemy forces that stand in your way.
Rank chip active.
The dual stream? I'm actually doing it right now. So, my goal, I'm going to talk to CGN later and see if he'll sponsor us on this dual 24-hour stream to get some like real sponsors and money and ad coming in for us. Because that's a really big thing, you know? That's no joke. That's a big idea. So, if you can talk to him as well, or I'll get us in a group chat or something, or a group email, and then I'm going to talk to other sponsors and see if we can get it on Craigslist. We'll put ads out there on Twitter, and we'll just blow this thing up.
Target. Your Titan will be ready in 2 minutes.
Okay. So are you on my Twitch? Are you on my stream right now? Uh-huh. Okay. So if you go to, I'm gonna put a link into my chat. If you go to that link, you'll be able to see the dual stream.
Pilot, your Titan will be ready in 60 seconds.
What's your Twitter?
Enemy pilot! All units, we've got the upper hand for now, but it's a close
right.
fight. Don't let your guard down.
Okay. I gotta actually find it because I'm on the computer.
Pilot, your Titan will be ready in 30 seconds.
What's up?
Oi, we're falling behind, pilot.
Sweet. Welcome back. We got 7 the zombie up in here.
Pilot, your Titan will be ready
Up in the... Yeah, man. We doing this southern style. Yeah, man. Southern style. What? But I like it. Yes. Yes, it is. We're in Jamaica, man. We love a Jamaican queen. I'm monkeys. I have coconuts. Coconuts. I love these coconuts. No worries, Giants. No worries. Boom. I just tweeted it out. Hopefully you got it. It's a both. It's a both. Did you get my tweet? Did you get my tweet? Okay.
We're getting destroyed out here, but there's still time left. Do whatever it takes.
Take it easy, man. We do it all the night long. All the night long. All night long. What up?
The militia
Are you
pulling
ready for
further
our
and further
story?
ahead. We've got to turn this around right now.
Okay. So this story has to deal with what I've been talking about, okay? Zombies, vampires, werewolves, humans. So what happened was, okay, so this is from, what's up Ryan bro? Welcome to the channel. Are you related to Danny Coop by chance? Any chance? Maybe? Diamond? Anyway, so this is 2105, year 2105. It's late at night and I'm at my house eating dinner with my family, right? And I'm coming in there and we turn on the news and all of a sudden we hear this emergency broadcast from our local news station. And it's telling us that we should all stay in, yeah, but this time it's by an actual person. Last time it was just an automated message. This time, an actual news person is saying, stay indoors, we don't know what's going on, but there's some stuff that we cannot reveal, here's some video. Be advised, it is very graphic. Please stay calm and stay inside at all costs. Do not go outside until it is time that we say it's clear where you can come outside. Okay, so we're all gathered around the dinner table and we're like, oh, what's this, right? Okay, so we're all sitting down and it shows, you know, okay, a normal neighborhood, right? And this guy's on his camera phone and he's looking at the street and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this guy comes up from behind and bites a human. Just straight from behind, just bites him in the neck. Just bites him hard. He's bleeding all over the place. Boom, he falls down. Then he looks at the guy at the camera phone. Boom, within seconds he's at him. I mean, he was a block away, and all of a sudden now he's right in front of his face. Just boom, super fast. All of a sudden he starts bearing, and you hear this. Right? No worries, big fatty big. Thanks for coming in next time, though. But anyway, so the camera phone drops, and it's on its side, and it's looking at the first guy who was bitten by this thing, right? We have no idea. This is all on camera phone, and we're just watching it eating, you know, steak, and we're all like, I'm not hungry anymore. And that's what everyone thought. That's a vampire. I was like, I knew they existed. And then, so the first guy, he goes down, right? And I guess because the vampire bit two of them, I'm getting my Italian right now. So he bites the second guy who has the camera phone. He drops it, right? And it's looking at the first guy. The first guy wakes up. The first guy woke up, okay? Half his neck is gone. Just gone. There's nothing. It's just a hole. And he's coming in and he's like, he gets up. He's like, and then he crawls over. He kicks the camera phone. The camera phone goes into the street and looks. And there's this zombie who just got woken up eating on the human that the vampire, the second guy that he ate. And then boom, nothing else. So the cops show up and they're like, we don't know what just happened. And then it cut off, right? Because then the cop ran over the phone and it smashed. So that's all we saw. And it was kind of blurry and it was a bad camera phone. So we didn't really know what it was. So I'm like, yo, I was like, zombies are real! Zombies are real! We gotta hunker up, man. We gotta get our stuff together. I'm calling my family. I'm like, zombies are here. They're here. Vampires are here too. What are we gonna do? And of course, all the Twilight fans, what do? They put ads on Craigslist. I'm vampire. I want to be a vampire. Come take me. Suck my blood. They started forming communities to try and lure the vampires out to turn them into vampires. It was ridiculous. And we're talking about like little girls, teenagers, little teeny boppers, you know, men, all sorts of type of people. Yeah, all sorts of type of people were like, suck my blood, vampire. Turn me into one. Right? And then not only that, but the zombie enthusiasts came and set up their own thing. Because one, we know one or two things. Vampires are real now. Zombies exist. And if you die and come back after being bitten by a vampire, you come back as a zombie. However, if you get bitten by a vampire, only a little bite, like a love bite, you stay human, but you turn into a vampire. So that's how that happens. It's like rabies, but worse.
I am tracking your performance. Good luck.
Good. So this is where, yes, then you die, and then that's when you turn into a zombie. So, well, only if that happens. This is just a awesome story. Yeah, just an awesome story. So, okay, so all these people come in, right? What's up? EJ Feliciano 17, welcome to the stream. We're just telling this awesome story. So, okay, now we know vampires are real, zombies are real. Okay, zombies are real. Now, here's the thing we don't know yet. We don't know this. Now, as I was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and if you guys don't know where that is, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's where Bugs Bunny always takes the wrong turn. Okay, he's like, and Hispanics. Okay, Area 51 is in there. By the way, Area 51's there. And so what they don't realize is that Indians, like Native American Indians, it's a huge population down there, and they kind of, you know, everyone around there is just a hodgepodge of a whole bunch of different things, right? Well, that's where, you know, so my middle name is actually Lovato, which means little wolf. Okay, so I come of pretty predominant Hispanic type of family and stuff, and we have ancient history. I mean, we've been on these lands for a long time. Now, what they don't know is that we, at sometimes during that night when we want to, and during the day if we need to, we can turn into this giant animal that's bigger than a bear, looks like a wolf, but is ginormous, and we can talk to each other. And so we can transform, you know, it's nothing big, it's just called a werewolf. So we know that we exist, right? So now we know vampires exist. We know that werewolves exist because we are one. Zombies exist because of vampires, and we like humans. Okay? Oh no, and the humans. Guess who the humans are now? Humans are on the bottom of the food chain. Okay? So humans are now food to zombies and vampires. Now, doesn't that make a really bad combination? If you have vampires that are taking zombies as slaves, you have a slave force of zombies. Where are you going to get these slave force from? Humans? Okay, so now humans are trying to organize together to not only just fight off against other humans, because we're now all desperate, but against zombies that are trying to kill us all the time, vampires that are trying to turn us into zombies or other vampires, and then that's all we know right now, okay? And then we know that we are werewolves, and we have the upper hand. We have the element of surprise, because no one knows this about us yet. Only we do. And there's a lot of us that are turning because there's so many more zombies and vampires that our testosterone gets up and our heat and then everything and our heart gets pounded, and then we're just like, I'm feeling this, and then all our hair starts to grow even longer, and then your teeth start to stick out, and then you start making weird noises like and then all of a sudden, boom, you're a giant beast werewolf. And all your clothes are gone. So, you know how expensive it is?
Rating increased. Nice.
Right? Because you were in it. That's why, zombie. Seven the zombie was there. And now I'm getting to that part. So, unfortunately, there was rebel zombies. There were rebel zombies, okay? And these rebel zombies got together. And they needed someone to lead them. And the person that led them was none other than the great Seven. Seven the zombie. unfortunately, unfortunately, Seven the zombie was made a zombie very early. We actually had no choice. We actually had no choice. So he came in here, you know, from a very poor family, you know, out in the middle of the desert in the sunny state of Oregon, you know, and they were very homegrown. You know, they did a lot of stuff themselves. They adapt, they improvise. They were very smart, though, very, very smart, and very physically active. You know what I mean? Like, they were some of the best athletes around, and their thing was them and their family. And so, although they didn't have much, it was okay, because at this point, once they saw that little TV that was in black and white on their dining room floor while they're watching TV, and they hear that there's now vampires, they see the clip, they now know that vampires and zombies exist. They had no choice. No, they had a small black and white TV. They had a small black and white TV, okay? Yes, if they didn't have a TV, they were probably dead. So, anyways, so Zombie 7, his nickname was 7 because he was the 7th child, and he was actually a miracle child. He was actually a miracle child. His mom was really old. He didn't really know what was up, and yeah. And so all the other kids were failures. You know, they were in prison. They were dead. They were in gangs. They were just not doing well. One of them actually turned into a zombie on purpose. One of them did like its own sex. He did have a lover. And so his name was 7 because he was the 7th one. And that's how he got his name. Well, unfortunately, he was on the way to help me, actually. And because he was on our side. And because he was right around the same area as us, and he was like, hey, I know this guy, and he believes in different things, and he believes that, you know, there's other things besides just vampires and zombies, and I've talked to him about it. So he made the trip down here, right? He made the trip down here to come see us, and we met. And he was like, hey man, I'm on my way. I just had to make a quick stop in the desert in Las Vegas to pick up some family members. I'm gonna be a day late. Is that all right? And I was like, all right, I hope so, because Diamond had his magical train that was gonna come pick you up from Vegas to where I was in Albuquerque. No, it's an invisible magical train. Yeah, and so choo-choo train. It was a magical train. No, it's invisible. Yep, exactly. It's invisible, so you don't know. And so, unfortunately, when the train showed up where we were supposed to meet 7, he wasn't there. No one was there. The whole town was actually empty. And we're like, whoa, what is going on here? So I went out there, and I got my machete out. Domination deal. You guys got to get back in my party. I don't know what happened. It just kicked us all out. Yeah, send us all invites. Everyone gets an invite. Okay. And at this point, it had been a week later because we had no communication with 7. We didn't know what was going on in Vegas. We knew something big went down. So we show up, it's done. No communications. Everything's, you know, empty. And all of a sudden, we start getting dive-bombed by these vampires. And knowing us, they didn't know we were werewolves. No one knew about werewolves, okay? So we turned into werewolves, and we took them out left and right. We were like, boom, you're dead. Boom, you're dead. Boom, you're dead. Vampires. Werewolves took out the vampires. The vampires were like, reinforcements, reinforcements. The zombies came out of everywhere. The zombies came out of every casino, every hotel, every entrance. They were falling off of buildings trying to like land on us, suicide mission style. We were surrounded. We didn't know what to do. And then out of the alley came this beautiful noise like no other. And it was a cry heard around the world. And guess who it was? 7, the zombie. He was holding the zombie flag. He was like, boom, I'm here. And he was with the rebel zombies. And the rebel zombies started taking out the other zombies, which made it easier for the werewolves to take out the vampires. And we formed this circle around. We were like, vampires. against zombies, against zombies, against werewolves, working together. That wasn't even it. That wasn't even it. They were sparkling. The vampires were sparkling while they were dive bombing us. It was kind of, and then when we killed them, they shattered into diamonds. They shattered into diamonds after we killed them. So, all right. What are we playing? What hardpoint? We're playing hardpoint, right? Okay. We have a question. We're pausing the story. Hold on. Yes. We're right in the good part. We're right in the middle of battle, and you guys have questions. Let's hear them. What are some questions? These are clarifying stories. This is clarifying questions about the story. Go ahead. They're figuring out who wants to ask first. No, that's my hidden power that no one knows about. Because my first power is I can teleport and I'm impenetrable skin. My second power is I can turn into a werewolf. So they don't know about that yet. That's a previous story. Exactly. No one knows I'm a werewolf because I shave my whole body hair. I get it lasered. Yes. No, this is not a game. This is actually a story about people. It's a great story. It was actually a dream, honestly. It's based on a dream that I had where zombies, werewolves, vampires, and humans were all like working together in some way, and it was really interesting. So now I'm making a story about it. So anyways, so back to the story. Oh, okay. Okay. I did have a dream. I did. Vampires, humans, and werewolves will get together and form a bond that is in unity, and we will have ever-ending peace amongst the tribes and nations. I had a dream, and that dream will come true in this story. Okay. So back to the story. So we're in the middle of battle. We're taking out vampires. They're blowing up into diamonds. Our zombie friends that we just made from Seven the Zombie, leading them into battle, knowing that they could die, started to help us and attack the other zombies while we made it easier us to kill the vampires. Now, here's the trick key. Seven the Zombie was actually a rebel. He was part of the rebel zombies. He went to Vegas to help his family. His family had already becoming a rebel zombie. So zombies are aware to a point. Vampires can control their minds, but some of them are immune to their mind control. So that's where Seven got these rebel zombies to help humans, and we're part human, but no one knew about werewolves, so that's why they're helping us. They're like, oh, they're fighting the vampires. They must be our friend. You know, so a friend of my enemy is a friend of mine. Isn't that how it goes? Something like that. A friend of and whatever. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Pilot, your Titan will be ready in 2
What?
minutes.
Hurry up. Yes. Only right now though, and only the people who are around. So here's the thing. How does the whole world, how does the public know that we're werewolves and they exist? How do they know that? Well, right now, let me tell you right now. So while we're in the middle of battle, we were losing. Zombie was losing a lot of his guys. Seven, he was losing a lot of his zombies. I was losing a couple of werewolves here and there, and we're pretty valuable because there's not many of us. And we were down, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, in these little Honda Civics, came these human rebels. And these humans came down with their guns, and they're all like, "Yay-haw! We're here to kick some zombie butt! All right! Bang, bang! Pow, pow! Oh, yeah!" Man, were we happy to see them. And I told them, I got with the main human. I was like, hey man, can you help us?
Right. We're 25% of the way
Yes.
to the mission.
His name was Baby Bat 83. That was his code name. That's how we knew him. Baby Bat 83 was the head human for this human rebel that came to our aid. And they came in on these Honda Civics that were slammed, that had underglow on them, and they had bass blasting from the other side of the county that just blew your eardrums out. It was incredible, incredible, I must tell you. And they came in like swift like thunder and sounded like lightning. Boom, flash, bang. I got that mixed up. You guys know what I'm talking about. So they came in, saved us, and that is how they came in and let the world know that werewolves existed, because they've never seen werewolves either. But then Zombie had already had a pack with Baby Bat 83. So that way, they already knew. Zombie told them, like, hey, we're the good zombies. So they're like, hey, we're the good zombies. And he let Baby Bat know that, man, we're right here. So they let him know. Okay, I see that. You're a Fenrir, I got it. So the humans knew that there were friendly rebel zombies. They didn't know about the friendly rebel werewolves, but now they did. Zombie told them. They're like, hey guys, don't kill the werewolves, they're on our side. It's Machete and his posse. And so we're like, boom, got it, deal. No worries, we can leave them alone, right? So the humans came, saved the day, Baby Bat took it, 7 the Zombie took it, and I took it. We were all given the Medal of Honor right by our late former president. So now they know that I'm a, well, no, because this is the year 2105. I didn't become a Guardian and part of Team Maple Squad until the year 4000. Yeah. So that's, yeah, that's part of the backstory. And how I got my name Machete. Oh, do you guys want to know how I got that name? My backstory on that? It's actually really good. It's actually really good. So, let me see if I remember. Let me see if I remember you. Right. It does have no back. You are correct on that one. So my backstory came when I was really little. I was about 4 years old, about 5 years old, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in the desert, right, where I was born. And I was out on my own, and I was in the desert for a while, and it got dark, and I couldn't find my way home. And I ended up way far away than where I should have been, that's for sure. And I was walking, and no. And so I came across this like glow in the distance. I was like, maybe if I can go there, maybe it's like a fire or something, and I can, you know, get some heat because I'm really cold. I only came in shorts and a t-shirt. I wasn't prepared. I just went for a walk. You know, I got lost at nighttime. Well, I got up to this glow and it was greening. It was green, and it was a machete. It was just laying on the ground, and it had some green sticky stuff on it. And I picked it up, and it kind of infused into my hand, and then it kind of came up my arm, and then up here, and I was like, what the heck is going on? But I felt okay. You know, I felt warmer. I was like, okay, this isn't bad feeling. And it started coming across my chest, and then down to my other arm, and then all across there, and then went down to my legs, and then boom.
Battle projections say it's going to be real close.
I was out cold. I woke up 3 days later. 3 days later, I had this machete now that was on my back. Like it was tucked to my shirt somehow, I don't know. And I was like glowing a little bit, like a little yellow glow around me, like a hue. I was really tan because I was out in the desert for 3 days. And I just felt like, I felt something was weird. So, you know, I'm coming in and bam, I'm like, man, what happened? I need to get home, right? Boom, I take 2 steps, I'm in my bed. I'm like, whoa, what just happened? Did you see what? I was like, okay, this is weird. I just thought that I needed to be at home, and how nice it would be to be in my bed under covers, and I was there. So I was like, this is not good. This is not good. I was like, this is not good at all. So I need to go see the doctor. So I got out of bed. I was like, man, I need to see a doctor. I got out of bed, took off I take 2 steps, boom, I'm in this white bathroom, and I step out and I see 7 the zombie in the hospital and his doctor. I'm like, hey doc, something's really off right now. I don't know how I got here, can you help me? And 7's like, hey man, I'm trying to get my mouth worked on. Can you leave me alone? And the doc's like, no, it's okay. This is Machete. He needs our help. But he didn't know my name then. He just called me by, he didn't know my name, so he didn't call me anything. He was like, hey, this guy needs help, right? So, because I didn't get my name until later. So Seven's like, man, all right, I'll let him go. And then he walks out. Later did he know that we were actually going to be ending up being, you know, best friends, but he would end up turning into a zombie. I didn't have the heart to tell him that at that time. So the doc's like, okay, what's going on? I was like, I don't know. I woke up. I felt weird. I'm super tan. I'm not burnt. I have this hue, like this yellow hue. I don't know what's going on, doc. Can you help me? He's like, okay, let's see. Let's take some blood tests. So he takes out this giant needle, right? Gets my arm ready. Tap, tap, tap. Gets a vein. Boom. Sticks the needle right in. The only difference is that the needle doesn't stick in. So he was like, well, that's weird. I'm like, well, is it the sun? You know, I was in the sun for 3 days. I got burnt. I was lost. I was out cold. And he was like, no. I was like, okay, well, maybe. I don't know. Shoot, I'm just here. And then, so he tried it again. He got my other arm. Tap, tap. Got the vein going. He's like, all right, here we go. Boom. Got a sharper needle, though. Bam. Nothing. Bent the needle, actually. Bent the needle a little bit. He was like, well, I can't take your blood test, so let me grab a piece of your hair, and we'll run some hair tests, analytics, and stuff, and we'll see how that works. I was like, all right, doc, thanks, man. He was like, okay, come see me tomorrow, and I'll have the results in. So I go in, I'm like, hey, can I use your bathroom? He was like, yeah, sure. I go in the bathroom, I'm like, man, I need to go tell my buddy. Man, I don't know what to do, which is Robo. And so I'm like, hey man, it was actually Bovin, my bad. It was actually Bovin dog. I saw him first. Yeah, I saw him first actually. And I was like, hey man, I don't know what's going on with me, because I just appeared into his bathroom and then walked out the door. And he was like, whoa. I'm like, man, I got something to tell you. So I tell him, I'm like, hey man, I went in, I saw this machete, it's been following me. I can't get rid of this machete. Like, it's always around. Even if I put it down somewhere else, it'll appear like in my car or in the same building that I'm in. I can't get rid of this machete. It's always like on me. So I'm just gonna carry it around until I figure something out. He's like, okay, no worries. He was like, so what happened? I was like, I told him the story, right? He's like, hey, do you mind taking me back to that spot where you found it? Maybe that'll give us some answers. I was like, oh, good idea. So I kind of let him back. The only thing was I got lost at nighttime. And so I was like, hey, I think it was like, I came from this way. Maybe it was right here. He was like, you do know where this is, right? And I was like, no. He's like, this is Area 51. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, where they keep all the alien experiments, all the nuclear things, the toxic waste. He was like, well, where was it? And he was like, well, it was over here. And we looked at my foot tracks. And we followed them to where I was, and sure enough, right next to the machete was this small body of water that had toxic waste in it that they've been spilling in, and it got in this machete that had been soaking in it, and when I touched it, it infused, and I had a cut on my hand when I picked it up, and it just, boom, got in my bloodstream. And so he was like, man, you're like Spider-Man. I was like, Spider-Man? I'm not like Spider-Man. I don't shoot spider webs and can climb onto things. I just look really good right now. So, little did we know. Oh, hey, what's up, Seattleite 2000? We should have invited him to the party. Alright, I'm not going to. So anyways, continuing on with the story, we do some tests. Okay, we found out that I'm really good at machetes. Like, I can slice, I can dice, I can do anything, dual wielding, single wielding. That's my thing, right? So he was like, man, you're really good with machetes. I was like, hey man, thanks. So then we found out that my skin's also impenetrable by bullets, by swords, knives, machetes, and yeah, bullets, I said. All caliber bullets, right? So then we're like, all right, my skin's impenetrable. I can't die really from any of those. And I can teleport. I'm glowing yellow, and I look really good because I'm tan. Cool. So we're going in there, and we're like, what else do you think it is? So I was like, the only thing we haven't tried is a grenade or a bomb, explosives. So I was like, let's do it. So we get a grenade, right? And I'm like, hey man, let me go to your basement and let me, you know, try it.
Take control of as many hard
I know.
points as you can.
I know. So I took the grenade. I went into his basement. I was like, man, we're doing this, right? Sure enough, I'm doing it. I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I pull the pin. I throw it. I grab it. I'm like, because it takes 3 to 5 seconds for a grenade pin to actually go off. So I'm like, 1, 2, 3, boom. The dust settles. The room shook, and I brush off the dust. I'm alive! I did it! I'm alive! So now we know I'm impenetrable and I cannot die by grenades, bullets, etc. explosives. So that's pretty cool. I can't. But I can die, but just not by those things. It doesn't hurt me. It just kind of is like, whatever. So that was pretty cool. So one day, you know, we're walking by and we get this message. And this message is for everyone to evacuate the city and go to the safe place. And we're like, that's all that it is. We can't use technology. We can't use anything right now. So we're all stuck. We don't know what's going on. Every single thing is saying we can't use technology and that go to the safe place to evacuate. So everyone's evacuating, right? I get my family. I'm getting my friends. I'm like, wow, I got my machete. And all of a sudden a fight breaks out right in front of us, and they're willing to kill my family over space, like literally space. And I was like, no. So I started getting really mad. I'm talking about like really mad. And I started getting heated, and I started glowing, and then all of a sudden I was like, and then my hair started turning yellow, and it started sticking up, and started like going whoosh, 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 and then I started floating. I started floating off the ground, whoosh, 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 and I was like, ah! And then I went, I got 2. I don't know how it happened. I got my machete. I got another machete, and I started spinning in a machete death twirl, whoosh, 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 like crazy. I was super saiyan. I was going nuts. Whoa! Just racking them. They were all trying to kill us. I was like taking shots. I was like, ting, 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 ting. Can't touch this. Ting, 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 ting. Can't touch this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All around. They were like, no. I was creating a little shield around my family and friends. They couldn't get in. You know what I'm saying? And then, boom. Here comes Robo Gaming and his automatic drones coming in. He sees that I'm in danger from he's safe, but he sends his drones out to help people. So his drones were coming out, and he was filming it, and they were shooting the bad guys, and they neutralized them, and we were safe. And I looked up, and I was like, thanks, man. And he sent me a text on my phone. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. He was like, come to these coordinates. So I went to the coordinates. He was like, man, I saw you with those machetes. I was like, what's your name? I was like, I don't know. No one ever gave me a name. He's like, I'm going to call you Machete. And that's how I became Machete. So, there you go.
Okay,
it happens.
great. This hard point's ours. We got one more to go. Get over to Bravo.
That was my backstory. Pretty crazy, huh? Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
It's on the way.
Episode 2. The return of Machete's dad. Robo.
Losing Alpha.
Robo.
We're 25% of the way through the mission. Keep control
That's
of the
funny.
hard points.
No, you just gave me my nickname. You just gave me my nickname. My superhero nickname. Yep.
It's been a really close fight so
And
far.
then eventually we meet Seven the Zombie. You know, we meet him and we take over Manhattan in New York, which was overrun by zombies and vampires. No, we were good guys. We're the anti-heroes. We're the anti-heroes, which means we're not the hero, but we're the good guys. You know what I mean? We're like the Avengers. Like, people either love us, they hate us, or they want to be us. You know, or they want to kiss us, one or the other. I mean, I've had both. Yep, they peanut butter and jealous. So I'm just saying, you know, it happens. And that's how it happened. And then in the year 4000, or the year 3000, there was a giant invasion by Drake from the moon, and it was really bad. It was really bad. We still had Seven the Zombie was with us, but by that time we were Guardians, Robo Gaming, Diamond, and I. We were all coming up through Guardian school. You weren't in there? No, yeah, because this was 2,000 years later. So
Hey, you're approaching
no,
Bravo.
no, he's
Watch
not
for
in.
hostiles.
But he was already in the story. And so what happened was Blitzwinger, yeah, you were there. You came in
We got Charlie.
because you were part of Team Maple Squad too. But that, let me tell you about Team Maple Squad, how that was joined. We were all Guardians. We were all in Guardian School. And Guardian School is pretty much, you know, Destiny kind of stuff. Okay, you did come later in the fight. But you also stuck around. You also stuck around.
Be advised. Titan ready.
So, yeah, Blitz came in. You were always there. Right. You weren't coming out of the closet.
Titan ready in 15 seconds.
Okay. You just said yeah. You just said yeah. I gotcha. Got you.
We've got about half of what we need to
Right.
finish the mission. Keep the pressure on those hard points.
You did have an element of surprise because you can also turn invisible. Yeah. Ow, I just got shot twice. Yes. Invisible and yes, because when you turn small, that's his 7, that's his superpowers. He turns really small, and when he turns really small, he's like superhuman strength, and he can also turn invisible and stuff. Isn't that crazy? But smaller. We're talking about like insect level small, like
Barely
tiny,
ahead of the IMC, man.
like a bug.
Say it's gonna be real close.
Yeah, exactly. So, but really small. Yeah. I got this. I got this. Yeah, but he's really strong, so you can't. And he can turn invisible.
We got Alpha.
So it's really hard to find him. You need a microscope. Maybe. I don't know if that. I mean, you probably could actually. Yep. So that's his superpower. It's really cool. So how long have we been on? We've been on for 3 hours and 57 minutes. That's all. Oh, someone asked how long we were. Woo! Me too. Me too.
We're doing even better than
Seven's
before.
off those drugs. He's
Team,
coming
keep up
down.
the pressure.
He's coming down. I know, because he's listening to an awesome story.
Alpha is under attack.
Damage core online.
Yeah, man.
Damage core activated.
Exactly. I mean, I do have another story. I do have another story. I do.
Damage core offline.
Nope.
Be advised, friendly
Those are
pilot
not
is
adult
clear of your
stories.
Titan.
I mean, little kid friendly. Oh, they're not for adults or for kids. It's only for you. It's only for you.
Rating increased.
Wow. I'll understand you. Is it in your language? Is it in your native language?
We're pulling even further ahead of the IMC. Great job down there, boss.
This. So the language is understandable, but the story is ununderstandable. Ununderstandable? It's not understandable. No, but let's keep going. This story is not for us. True story. That's the true story. That's real life right there. Real life. That's real life. Confusion is his power. Zombie and the Confucius power.
All
We
right,
win.
got what we came for.
Which one?
Awesome work, team. Mission accomplished.
I'm detecting incoming IMC propaganda.
Ooh, that's a
Take
good
out the
power.
IMC before they have a
That's
chance
good
to
power. I
escape.
hate that power. I hate that power. But how are you true, but how are you immune to teleportation and flying?
towards
Oh,
evac point.
so
Don't
you're
let
not
them
immune to
escape.
them, you just have the same power. What if it's a passive power? Where it doesn't...
Enemy dropship arrived.
Yeah,
Quick,
so it's
before
not
they get
like...
away.
Yeah, we'll get you in here. What's your, Cheese is coming back in. Cheese is coming back in. No, not Jesus. Not Jesus isn't coming back in. Cheese. Cheese is coming back in. Cheese is coming. Not Jesus. Jesus. Ayo. Ayo. Yeah, go ahead and repeat that. Go ahead and repeat that one. One more time. One more time. You can't drink. That's true. You can't drink anything. Yep, true story. True story. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Oh. I think I know what it is. I can't say. I can't say. Is it pee? You can drink it and you can buy it. You can buy it and drink it. But you make it. But your body makes it. I don't know. What is it? I give up. What is it? Yep. Okay. How is that coffee? We'll keep it in 3rd grade. Keep it in 3rd grade. Hey, 3rd grade called. They said they want their joke back. What's up, Wookie? True. True. I knew it though. I knew what it was. I knew what it was. No, they don't. No, they don't. You are correct. You are correct, good sir. Yep. Yep.
They don't know what they've started.
That's a good one.
You, get to the top of that carrier. You got it. Deploy all
Okay,
your
another
forces
story.
around this area.
Let's see.
We need to buy time for the survivors to escape.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Transmit
That's a good
intel
one.
from the Odyssey.
Okay, so
Stand by.
this time, okay,
Greetings,
this
pilot.
time
I am your
it's gonna
range
be a
champ.
different
I
accent.
am tracking
So
your performance.
I was with
Good
my
luck.
buddy,
Guys, this is a battle
and
attrition.
we were
The
like,
IMC
hey,
got
let's
McAllen's
go
here.
on a
Buy
trip.
time for the survivors to escape.
So one thing we really wanted to go to was Jamaica. We really wanted to go there. You know, we heard such good things about it, and it's in the Caribbean, right? So it's in the, it's a, it's like the Milky Way, but it's a lot further out in space. So it's this like chain of planets that they call the Caribbean, and Jamaica is one of the planets that were on that one. So we were on our way, and we really, really, really wanted to go there. We're like, that's where it's at. You know, all the spring breakers are flying to Jamaica, and we want to go there because it's like a party planet. You know, it's like that's what it's made for. So we make this invite, and we're like, hey man, what should we bring? And I was like, hey man, why don't we bring some drugs with us? We're like, okay. So we brought a whole bunch of these different drugs to try out. And we've never done that before, but we got them from our friend Bilbo. And Bilbo decided to give us these crazy narcotics that we've never tried before and that were way too much for us. But Bilbo was like, oh, we got you. He's like, just say you're part of the Baggins from Bag End. And I was like, alright, whatever. So we go to Jamaica planet. We are on our trip, and we're like, hey, while we're in our vehicle, our space vehicle, we're like, let's take some of these drugs, right? So we took some of them, and boy, did we get lost. And let me tell you, that's where the adventure happened. First thing we know is we're getting boarded after we're both tripping out that there's aliens already on the ship. So we're already tripping out that we're already been boarded, and now we're really getting boarded, okay? So this had been going on for a couple of hours already. A couple hours. We were tripping so hard. Had no idea. We were already in our panic room, like, with our guns, and, like, not even knowing what to do, like, writing home to our families, thinking we're never gonna see him again, and nothing was going on. Like, we were totally fine. We were just floating in space. But we were tripping so hard. We're like, they're on the ship! What are we gonna do? I don't know how to save us! We're so far from home! And then it got ugly. Then it got ugly because we started turning on each other. We're like, it was all your fault if you didn't want to go to Jamaica. And then he was all like, no, this is all your fault. If you didn't talk to Bilbo Baggins from Bag End and get us some stupid narcotics, none of this would be happening. So we started fighting like, don't cross this line. And I was like, fine, don't cross this line. He's like, good, I won't then. I was like, fine, don't. And so we were both on our own separate ships, and we're like, each man for himself. That is faux show. And then, so we were getting armed up to the nines, guys, to the nines. We had combat boots. We had our special space suits on. Because we're so friends. Like, we had history. So it was just like a friendly tryst, you know, how friends fight kind of thing. Like, they're mad at each other, like two brothers fight. Like, they'll fight, they'll knock it out, you know, or knock each other out. But at the end of the day, they're still brothers, you know, they're still friends. So they still get along. It's just, you know, they're tripping on drugs, that's all. So we advise kids don't do drugs. Anyways, so I'm on my side, and my buddy's on the other side, And I'm freaking like, I'm cleaning my rifle, I'm getting gear, I'm like Rambo, but like times 10. I got like my chains over here, I got my ammo clip over here, I got my extra grenades, I got like 10 guns all on my body, I got my giant rifle, I got a couple of guns, I got my machete on my back. I'm ready to rock and roll, you know what I mean? If I needed to get down on the get down, we were ready. And sure enough, he was the same thing, because that's why we're friends. You know, it's because we think very similar. Whoa, I get out of there. So nonetheless, we think we're already getting boarded, and we already are fighting against each other. Well, that's actually what saved our lives, because let me tell you what next happened. As we were getting boarded by the drag, they came in and they started shooting our ship, because we were just floating there. Just some tranquilizer, you know, nothing too bad, nothing to hurt us or nothing, but wanted to see if we would react. And we didn't, and I thought it was him. I thought it was my buddy who was making all this noise. And so I started making noise back, and he thought it was me. So he started making noise at the same time. So then they thought, the aliens thought that we were trying to shoot back at them. And we had no idea that we were actually getting boarded. So we're getting boarded, right? And they're coming down my side, and I have it all booby trapped. Boom, 2 booby traps go off. Boom, another booby trap goes off. And I'm like, oh shoot. I was like, they're gonna get me. And I'm thinking it's my buddy the whole time. Same thing's happening to him. They're going down his side of the ship. His booby traps are going off. And we have very similar booby traps because we teach each other everything the same. You know, so one might be a little bit different, but it's the same thing. So we're killing these guys, and we had no idea. We thought it was each other. And then all of a sudden, more booby traps going off. And we're like, oh, maybe he's setting them off like in Indiana Jones. You know how he set off all those booby traps to get to the piece? We're like, oh, maybe he's doing that. Well, so we're like, dang, how many, maybe he's going to get through. So it came down to both of ours last ones, right? And then all of a sudden, we see the first alien, both of us. We see it very similar, same time. And I just unload like none other. Come here, I'm laying into these aliens. I'm like, it's aliens. It's not my buddy. Now I'm worried. Now I'm worried because I'm like, oh, if those are aliens, what about my buddy? Is he alive? Now I don't even care if we're fighting anymore. I'm still tripping though. I'm still tripping hard. I'm thinking there's like more aliens that are way uglier. After I got down, they were actually they were still kind of ugly, but not as ugly as I remembered them. First time seeing them, it was horrific. I still have nightmares about it. Anyways, so I'm grenade, ha, boom. And these are space grenades, so they don't actually blow up anything but people or aliens. It's really nice. No collateral damage. So we're boo 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 boo. He's doing the same thing. I hear his grenades go off because we have the same, you know, guns. Aliens have these like pew 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 pew, right? So stupid. It's like I'm not afraid of that, but it does hurt and it will kill you. So we're both going off on either side of the ship. Boom boom. Smoke settles. I'm almost out of bullets. Only on one gun though. I only used one. I laid into him. Boom boom on my heavy gun. Then, out of nowhere, I see him coming out the dust. Machete! Are you alive? And I'm all like, yeehaw! And we're like, yeah! And we're like, oh, that was crazy! We totally took on the aliens and we survived! So that can't settle. We took out everyone. No, we took out everyone. It was wave after wave after wave because the ship attached to us, and this was a giant ship, but only one of them. And then what eventually happened is we went onto their ship. We sent out a distress signal, and we put our one nuclear bomb on their ship, and we put their dead back on the ship. So when their distress signal went out to alert other guys coming into the area, we hid behind Uranus, and we watched all these people come to this one ship because they were in distress, and they came real close, and as soon as they boarded on, they were like, hey, what's this blinking light over? Boo! It destroyed 50 of their ships and over 100,000 of their alien guys, and they never came back since. And that was the day me and my buddy tried to go to Jamaica, but ended up saving planet Earth. Woo! Woo! What a crazy... It was fun, though. We got to meet the president. He was really nice. He thanked us. He gave us both medals.